Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Claude and the BANSTAS for this final game of the season, Arsenal versus Brighton, and we are live.
Thomas, it's up for grabs now! Thomas! Right at the end! Tony Adam put through by Steve Ball. Would you believe it? Welcome! Thomas, it's up for grabs now! Thomas! Right at the end! Tony Adam put through by Steve Ball. Would you believe it? Welcome! Vieira is in for Arsenal and sweeps it home. It's bergkamp. That's magnificent. He tripped it away from Claude. Henry! And it's Arsenal. Arsenal, I say. It's my fancy. It's time to go.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to Claude and the BANSTAS. Diesel obviously will be joining us very, very shortly. He's just sorting himself out, getting ready for the live watch along. Obviously, we'll be having a few others joining the stream and all, probably at half time and full time. Hope everybody's well. It's Arsenal versus Brighton, but there's a few big games to be had today. First of all, what I would like to say is Tony's in the chat. Hope you're well, Tony. Well done to West Ham. Finishing above Arsenal for the first time. Totally deserved this season, let's be honest. West Ham have been absolutely brilliant. Well done to David Moyes. For me, got to get manager of the year. There's still places and jostling for positions to go for today, especially top four, and that will play a massive part in what happens to us today. You've got Leicester, Liverpool and Chelsea all fighting for the top four places for Champions League. What that means for us is that obviously Leicester, who is fighting for their lives, who need to win, and hope that Liverpool and Chelsea don't win. They are playing Tottenham. Tottenham, who are obviously fighting for the European place in seventh place. They need a win against Leicester, but Leicester at home got their own crowd back today. They're going to want to put a performance in, probably parade the FA Cup and all to the crowd today. And they're obviously going for Champions League football, so they're definitely going to go for it today without a shadow of a doubt. So that's great news for us. We need Spurs not to win. Everton are just above us too, and they're away to Manchester City. And Man City obviously have won the league already, but they've got the crowd back today. Obviously, they're going to parade the Premiership trophy and the Coca-Cola one, whatever it is. I can't remember what it's called. But they're going to want to put a performance in today for having crowds back and all. Hopefully, they can do us a favour. And if they do and we win, we can go and finish in seventh place above Spurs and Everton. We'll be keeping our eye on all the results today as every goal goes in. I'm sure everyone in the chat will be keeping an eye on it too. Everyone will be helping out and putting the scores in there. But first of all, let's talk about Arsenal. Arsenal team news, 2 changes from midweek, and that is Leno in goal, Chambers at left back, Holding and Gabriel at centre backs, Tierney right back, left back, Chambers right back. Xhaka comes in for El Neni and partners Party in the middle. Odegaard comes in for Saka, and we've got Smith Rowe, Pepe, and Aubameyang up front. So let's see what happens in this game. Like we said, it's our first home game of the season. For crowds coming back, it'd be a great game for the home supporters. Obviously, there was supposed to have been a protest before the game It was more of a karaoke sing-along of what I was looking in the comments of what people were saying. Didn't look like there was that many people there, unfortunately. Just looking at the pictures now, the crowd is dotted about all over the stadium, actually. It looks like they're in the top tier and all, by the looks of it. But yeah, crowds are back today, so hopefully they can put a performance on for Arsenal in this last game of the season, and let's see where we finish up. Where do you think we'll finish up? Would it be 7th? Can it be 8th, or would it be 9th where we are now, or maybe 10th even if Leeds can still go above us if they win? I think it is. So they're still in with a chance. But we will see in about 10 minutes' time when kickoff is the same time for every team. Every game is on Sky and BT today at the same time at 4 o'clock. Again, William for the 3rd time being left out of the team. Hopefully that means good news for Arsenal, as obviously he looks like he might be sold. Thank God for that, hopefully. It hasn't obviously worked out for him. I think at the beginning of the season, not everyone, I'd say a lot of people would have said it ain't a bad signing if he's going to perform and just be a squad player. Unfortunately, it hasn't worked out for him. If he does go, then I think we'll all be pleased, to be honest. Right, let's get some of your comments in the chat. Max, how you doing, mate? Hope you're well. Well, we said interesting top 4 race today. Definitely is, mate. Out of 3 teams, any 3 teams can get there. So we would keep an eye on that, mate. James, hope you're doing well, mate. Let the battle for the Conference League begin. Exactly, mate. Exactly. The battle for the Conference League is going to begin in 10 minutes, just under 10 minutes. And good luck, mate. Good luck. Warren's in the team talk. Hope you're well. Don't forget, everyone, Warren's got a great YouTube channel himself. He puts some great content out with a lot of information. Everyone, please go over there and give him a follow. He's one of the BANSTAS. We're all BANSTAS here. We're all family. Let's all help each other. And just go over. It takes 2 seconds to hit the follow button. It doesn't cost you anything. Like, it don't cost you anything to hit the like button. Let's get as many likes as we can today, since it's the final game of the season, please. Keo saying, hi, lads, long time no see. Hope you're well, mate. Who else we got? Tony Blackwell is in the chat. Saying hello to everyone. Randy Viper, how you doing, mate? Young Terrence, what did Arteta instruct you on the call for you to say today? Sorry, I had to jump off. The door went, and obviously I received my parcel at the door with a letter in it from Arteta saying, please wear this, and it's on me today. The new Arsenal kit, as you can see, I'm wearing it. So Mr. Arteta has sent it to me at my address. Thank you very much, Mikel. Hot tub later on to celebrate, mate, with a nice little bit of champagne and strawberries, yeah? Seamus is in the chat. Big up, Isan. Who else we got? Ricardo's in the chat. Jimmy. Who else we got? Mike England. All right, everybody. Hope you're well, Mike. LG, can't believe Terry was down the protest shouting Arteta out. Absolute legend. Essex Amaz in the chat. Afternoon, everyone. Afternoon, Essex Amaz. Hope you're well, mate. Great win for you the other night, and well deserved. And you're in Europe, mate. So well played. Arsenal Maniacs in the chat. Diesel, Wenger is and was a classy man. When did you say he had no class? Totally disagree on that point. I totally disagree on that point and all, mate. I think he's got fantastic class. But, that's just me. Who else we got? Daniel, hope you're well, mate. He's saying afternoon, Terry. Hope you're well, mate. Thank you very much for coming over. Archie's in no big games. We don't want conference. I don't know why people are saying that. Why don't we want the conference? Look, even if it's just a run out for the kids, for even like Balogun and our second team that ain't getting minutes, surely it's good for them. You know what I mean? Instead of using them in sparingly and then we turn around and say, well, they haven't really had any minutes or anything like that. Surely the kids can play in them games. I think it's, it'd be great for them. I'm not saying that that's where we want to be. Please don't interpret it as that. What I'm saying is, if we do get there, we're finishing high enough in the table from where we could have been, and that's what we would have at the end of the day. So if that's what it comes down to, then let the kids play in it all tournament. That's what I say. Defaults in the chat. How you doing, mate? Saying, Terry, how was your drinks with Arteta and Kroenke? Absolutely brilliant. Thank you very much, mate. Perfect. It went perfect. And yeah, Essigamo saying, nice one, Terry. No problem, mate. Ricardo saying, Terry, who's the better manager, Moyes or Mikel? Obviously, Mikel, mate. David Moyes is done absolutely brilliant with West Ham this season. You know what I mean? Let's not get it twisted. Would it happen again next season? You know, you see it yourselves, not just me, Ricardo. Diesel was bigging up Nuno last season with Wolves. The Sheffield United manager, I can't think of his name off the top of my head, who's got them relegated. The Messiah down the road, Mourinho, he was bigging up. The apparently not washed up Carlos Ancelotti. He was bigging up all these managers. And what's happened to him, Ricardo? So, you know, let's see what he does next season. Done absolutely phenomenal this season, though. Phenomenal, Moyes. So good, well done to him. Statics in the ass, how you doing, mate? Hey again, Terry. No problem, mate. Lone Star, how you doing, mate? Hope you're well. How is it in Texas today? It's bloody awful here again today. Black clouds and rain on and off, and God knows what. Unless West Ham seriously invest, they will struggle next season in the league. Well, that's just what I was saying, wasn't it? Hopefully not, because I do like West Ham. But let's see what happens come next season when they've got to play more games and things like that. Let's see. London boys in the ass, as you doing? He's saying, Terence, what's up? How was the meal with Mikel? You was gone for a while, mate. Like I said, you know what I mean? I had a delivery at the door. Brand new kit he sent me. Lovely little message in the parcel. And I've got the bubbles warming up as we speak with the champagne and the strawberries after the game to celebrate, hopefully. You know what I mean? Finishing as high as possible in the league. Diesel, you're back. You're looking lovely, mate. How you doing?
How are we all? Hello again. It's been a while. 5 minutes. Yeah, all good. I just had to, you know what the girls say, innit, when they're out. I just need to freshen up, powder my nose. That's what I had to do, mate. So, yes, I'm back now.
I thought you had to just give your voice a little rest there, because I heard it was like a bit of a sing-along karaoke at the Emirates there. And
it was a choir, mate. It was just like a church choir. Do you know what I mean? Just standing around. A lot of people I noticed on the stream wearing the brand new kits, you know, the brand new tops, and which is a little bit hypocritical for me. You're going there to voice your displeasure. Well, voice that, you know, you want the owners out. At the same time, you're all rocking up in your brand new kits. I don't understand that, because if anything, you just made them a lot more money. But what do I know? But yeah, listen, he who shouts the loudest gets heard the most. I've always said that, and I think if sorry to say this, but if you want to really make a protest and really go for it, you've got to storm the stadium. Storm it. You know what I mean? You got to fuck shit up, man.
Diesel, what does it do? What's it, you know, Man United are
all
back to normal now.
Look at some of the sponsorship deals that they've lost. You know, sponsorship deals equals money, equals, you know, money lost for the owners, for the Glazers. You know what I mean? And all of that from them guys literally taking no nonsense, storming the stadium and getting heard. What that's resulted in is Man United, they have lost a few sponsorship deals, you know, so, do you know what I mean? I'm not saying it's that's all it takes, but bloody hell, that's a good start, isn't it? It's a good start. When you look at us now, it's all nice. It's all, you know, Kroenke, please leave our club. Please. Come on, man. It's yeah, whatever. They ain't going anyway, to be honest.
We're just kicked off, by the way. The last game of the season, Arsenal versus Brighton. Arsenal's in our red kit, Brighton's in our yellow kit. And we're just kicked off for the last game of the season at the Emirates. We'll be keeping our eye on all the other results, because obviously we need a couple of results going our way too. So we'll keep an eye on them. And let's see what happens today. We need to win ourselves first, so let's worry about our game first. And then, you know, if it happens, it happens. So, yeah, we're just kicked off. Oh, Aubameyang's been taken out there, but he's getting back up on his feet. And Brighton. It's good to see the rumours are coming true and Bazooma's at the Emirates today. What do you think of that, Diesel?
Is he? Is he?
Well, of course he is. He's playing for Brighton.
Oh, cool. No, the way you said it, I thought he was in the stands or something. God. Well, apparently he wants to come. Apparently he likes Arsenal. You know, and any player who's at a club, with all due respect, any player who's at a club like Brighton, you know, the opportunity to join Arsenal. I mean, you know, let's be honest. You know, you're not going to think too long and hard about it, are you? You know, you're going to go. And for me, it'll be a right good start. For me, the ideal partner for Partey. The ideal partner. You got strength in there. You got power. You got pace. I mean, you know, two midfielders like that. There's not many getting through a duo like that, mate. So, fingers crossed it's true. But let's just wrap it up quick, Tel, because you know what we're like. We diver and diver, and then we allow someone else to just sneak in through the back door and get him. You know, so
yeah.
Let's just hope that it is true, and it's, you know, there's something already arranged there. You said earlier on about West Ham. Are they? I thought they'd already played, but yeah, every single game kicks off at 4. Yeah.
Yeah. Every game kicks off at 4. That happens every single season, mate. Last game of the season, all games kick off at the same time, and so apparently
they've got Europe, haven't they?
What's that? They've
got Europe, haven't they? I know they're 3 points clear of Spurs. If Spurs don't win, West Ham are 6.
Yeah, West Ham are 3 points clear. So yeah. So they could go down to 8th, but Everton would need to score 8 goals. So that's never going to happen against Man City. So West Ham are a guaranteed Europe, yeah, basically, and well done to them.
Brilliant.
Brighton are on the attack. Oh no, what's going on here? Why have we got our hands up? Don't know why I've got our hands up. And Brighton are still on the ball, halfway in our own half, and now Gabriel's picked it up, and we're going to try and work it our way out with Holding. Holding now gives the ball to Chambers on his right-hand side, running down the wing. He's past the halfway line, puts the ball into Odegaard in the middle. Odegaard running down the line, plays the ball over to... Who is that? It looks like Smith Rowe. Odegaard just outside the box. He went to shoot. It comes back, and it comes back to Partey. Partey now, Holding. Holding gives it to Gabriel. At the moment, it doesn't look like there's any goals anywhere still, so I'll keep an eye on that. But we've got Holding now, just comes across the halfway line, puts the ball out on this left-hand side to Tierney. What a great ball. Tierney now, right by the corner flag. Tierney goes backwards, gives it to Partey. Partey charging down the field, gives it back to Tierney on this left-hand side. Oh, he's trying to weave in and out of 2 players, but unfortunately loses the ball, and Brighton are trying to come away with it now. And they give it away, only to Xhaka. Xhaka to Odegaard. Odegaard, Smith Rowe inside the box. Oh, unlucky. And it goes out for a corner on the left-hand side. Good play there from Arsenal. Brighton played themselves into really bad trouble there, but Arsenal get a corner on this left-hand side.
Exactly, James. Big up Simeone, mate. Simeone.
Ball comes in the box. Oh, the keeper's fluffed it. Smith Rowe just outside the box. Chambers now on his right-hand side. Got to go back to Holding at the moment. Holding to Xhaka. Xhaka to Partey just outside the box. Goes for the shot. Oh, just wide of the post. That's unusual for Partey. It normally goes, it's row Z at the top of the stadium.
Really?
Just goes past the post.
When he shoots, he hits right out lane, mate.
It was unlucky. It was unlucky. That's the closest I think he's got. Brighton to give the ball away from the goal kick. Xhaka takes a long ball. Oh, straight at the keeper. Good pressure here from Arsenal. It was Brighton had a lot of possession in the first 3 minutes, but Arsenal had a couple of good chances there.
Tell your boyfriend, yeah, to stay out of our bloody chat, yeah. Go on, yeah. More than a wheelchair. Love it. Love how Terry commentates other shows. You don't get better coverage than better. Yeah, better than 5 Live. Go on, Tell.
Thanks a lot, mate. Appreciate that.
Patrick, thank you very much, mate. Love the video that you guys put up of Claude's funeral. Cheers, Patrick. Listen, we just wanted you guys to share it. You know, you couldn't obviously be there. So the next best thing is to just show
we had just inside the box, played it back to Pepe. Pepe goes for the curl, and it's deflected off of Brighton. But Tierney's got it on the left-hand side. Tierney to Smith Rowe. Back to Tierney. And now Partey. To Xhaka. Into Smith Rowe. Smith Rowe plays it into Aubameyang. Oh, and the defender just gets there and heads it back to the keeper. Yeah, it was good to see, actually. I just see something in the chat there. It was good to see Suarez. He went on a free, didn't he, from Real Madrid to Atletico Madrid, and he's helped Atletico Madrid win the title for them. So well played to him. I see him crying on the pitch yesterday. Fantastic by him.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Exactly.
Nil in all the other games at the moment. No goals whatsoever in the first 8 minutes of the all the games. Now Brighton running down the midfield, just inside our half now. Oh, it's great play on this left-hand side, just outside of our box. We're trying to dribble in, but Smith Rowe there gets an interception, but Brighton win it back. Basuma is on the ball at the moment. Basuma looks good in yellow. Hopefully he'll be playing in this yellow next year, Diesel.
Yeah, it's a good chance, actually. I mean, we've watched a bit of him all season, but in the last game of the season, it'd be good to. I'm keeping a close eye on him, really, if I'm honest, more so than anything else, because I think we've got a real chance of getting him. I do think there is some truth in the rumours. I really do. But I mean, you know, he's openly come out and said he likes Arsenal. I mean, what more of a buying signal do you need? Do you know what I mean? You know, you've got the. It's similar to like Harry Kane, isn't it? Earlier on, coming out, you know, earlier in the week, coming out and saying, it would be an absolute dream to play alongside Kevin De Bruyne. I mean, that's basically him saying to Man City, "Come and get me. I want to come to you." Do you know what I'm saying? So, like, same with Basuma, you know.
Oh, that's a great ball down the line. Smith Rowe now. Smith Rowe on this left-hand side. Aubameyang's running into the middle. Smith Rowe cuts it back. Odegaard with a shot, and he's put it miles over the bar. No, he hasn't. He hasn't put it over the bar. It's deflected over the bar. So we get a corner. That was a great build-up play from Arsenal there. Partey involved in that with a great ball down the left-hand side. Smith Rowe from the halfway line, run it all the way down to the edge of the area, edge of Brighton's area. Plays it back to Odegaard. Odegaard takes a shot, and then it comes off of the defender for a deflection. Odegaard.
Cheers, Warren.
On this right-hand side.
Thanks, Warren. And listen, Warren as well. Sorry, mate, I've been non-stop this weekend, but I saw your message earlier, mate. Really, really nice words. Yeah, thank you very much, man. Really appreciate your message to me. Yeah, and I think Terry as well. Thank you very much, mate.
Yeah, thanks, mate.
Smash the likes, please, people. And also thank you for tuning in earlier to the protest stream that we did, and thank you for also staying on with us. Yeah, I think the subs are on their way back up. I think a lot of that's probably reflected with the content that we're producing as well. Plenty more to come, people. Last game of the season, but don't let that fool you. We're going to be non-stop on the channel going forward. So please like, share, subscribe, do the usual. As Static says here, smash the likes, please, because that really helps us. And I'll keep mentioning that throughout the stream. So if I annoy you, I apologise now. Also, Terence,
yes,
I haven't asked you yet.
on, mate.
What minute are you in? Oh, God.
Remember when Winger left at the last game of the season and he was doing a lap of honour? I'm on that time, D.
British Rail time.
I'm on 11 minutes, 33, 34, 35.
Oh, God. Right, 10:25, 10:26. What you want? No, you're on.
11, 45, 46, 47.
Oh, so you're the same as, yeah. I'm what's on, behind you on the timer.
Yeah, I've pressed the play. Can we pause it?
No, because it messes the chat up. No, it's all right, it's cool. Not a problem. Last game of the season, I'll let it go.
We'll get it that for next season, probably. We'll get you on something that will be on the time, Diesel.
Do you know what I mean? Exactly. London boy, content is always great, mate. Love the banter in the stream with Mikel and Terence. Come on, London boy. Thank you very much,
mate. Thank you. Still 0-0 in all the other games too. 12 minutes in, 13 minutes in nearly.
AJ, 40 likes, not bad. Let's get them up. Yeah, I'm going to keep asking, please. Oh, come on. More. We need more than 40 likes. That's criminal. Liam's put here, Diesel, Klopp wants Bissouma to replace Wijnaldum. Yeah, I think Wijnaldum's Barcelona bound, isn't he? So Arsenal might have competition. Well, we need to swoop in quick then, don't we?
I think Aguero's going there and all, isn't he, Barcelona?
Yeah, that's more or less done. That's done. I'll tell you what, if they can keep him fit in a less intense league, I'll tell you something, that'd be a shrewd bit of business, that. Memphis Depay's going there as well, isn't he, on the free?
Yeah, I see that. Yeah, it looks like he's going there.
That's not a bad buy. But let's be honest, Barca and Real Madrid, now they need an overhaul because, they've got too many aging players. They need a... The thing is, they've both been hit seriously bad by the pandemic. So, days of old where they pay over 100 million for a player, the Galacticos, them days are gone now for them. So they have to buy shrewd.
We have a goal. It's Wolves 0, Man United 1. Elanga. I don't know if I've pronounced that right. Probably not with me. You know what I'm like with pronunciations, Diesel. But it's 1-0. And it's 1-0 in one of games that we need to happen. Sorry, James. Unfortunately for you and great for us, it's Man City 1, Everton 0, Kevin De Bruyne. So one of the results for us as an Arsenal fan is going our way at the moment. Kevin De Bruyne with the goal, Man City 1, Everton 0. And we just need another result going our way if we do win. We need to win first. Mainly. So it doesn't matter if we don't win, Diesel.
Yeah, Anthony Elanga. I've never heard of him. He's put Man United 1 up. Yeah, Kevin De Bruyne has put Man City 1-0 up. So hang on a minute. Let's have a look. I'm going to be honest. Hang on.
That puts us above Everton at the moment. That puts us above Everton on goal difference, same points, but goal difference, and that's because we're drawing at the moment.
Yeah. We didn't do score predictions, did we? What did you put for it? What do you think for this game?
I'm going to go 3-0. Pepe inside the box. Oh, he's lost it, and now they get rid of it. What are you going for, Diesel?
Joe, it's funny. I was going to say the same as you because it's a nothing game, isn't it? It's the last game at home. no pressure, so I just assumed Arsenal probably going to walk it. But I like to be different, so I'll go 2-0.
All right, well, Aubameyang's just inside the box. Pepe now on his left-hand side. Just coming back out, gives it to Tierney. Tierney back to Xhaka. Xhaka inside to Gabriel, back into Xhaka, who comes across the field to Holding on his right-hand side, who goes right across field now to Chambers. Plays it into Odegaard, back to Holding. Show me the evidence.
Show me the evidence. Go on, Randy. 52 likes, keep it up. Come on, AJ, thank you very much. Ryan Stockley, Diesel, have you managed to get a PS5 yet, mate? Ryan, I'll be honest, I haven't looked for the last couple of weeks, mate, but no. I'm so shocked, mate. It's taken all year and still no one's got stock. Disgusted by it, if I'm honest, mate. But yeah, I've still got the PS4, so I'm happy. I've got a bit of an addiction to Fortnite. I don't know what's going on with me. I'll blame my son for it. He's got me involved in it, and I can't seem to stop playing it.
Man City are 2-0 up against Everton. Jesus has scored. Or Jesus.
Big up, Chig, by the way. Come on, Chig.
Big up, Chig.
Hope you well, mate. Terry wants that conference football. Yes, he does, mate. Yes, he does.
Listen, like I said, I want to finish as high up in the league as possible, and that's what it gets us. That's what it gets us. If it comes to it, we can play the kids. Play Balogun. Play Nelson. Play Willock if he comes back. Give them minutes. Why not? It ain't going to hurt them. It's another way of getting them to have game time. So if that's what it comes to, at the end of the day, I want to finish high up in the table as possible. You're only laughing, Diesel, because you don't want us to finish above Everton and Tottenham, who you said at the beginning of the season, with their managers, are absolutely going to walk it. So at the moment, you've got a little twitchy ass. You've got a little twitchy ass at the moment, Diesel, until the 90 minutes is up, and then we'll wait and see what happens. But at the moment, it's Leeds have gone 1-0 up. Leeds 1, West Brom 0. Not that. Well, that could matter to Everton because that could put them down to 10th place now. Leicester, the other result at the moment is going our way. Leicester 1-0 up against Spurs. Jamie Vardy with a penalty. Well, I hope that goes well for our good mate Lee Chappie down at Leicester. Hope they. But at the moment, what does that? Let's have a look where that is in the table now. What that does. At the moment, Man City is still top. Man United are second. Leicester will go third at the moment. Chelsea in fourth, and Liverpool will miss out in fifth place if it stays the same. West Ham in sixth, Tottenham in seventh, Arsenal in eighth, Leeds in ninth, and Everton in 10th place as it stands at the moment. But still early in the game, still only not even 20 minutes gone. Anything can happen and everything can change. Just like the fantastic Eurovision table last night.
Exactly, Chig. See, look, it's all well and good the kids playing, but they have to play to a certain level. Exactly. We're just going to be playing a bunch of like fishermen in this league. You know what I mean? That's not going to teach them nothing, is it?
Well, we could do that in the Coca-Cola Cup and the FA Cup, depending on the draw. Let's be honest.
No. Them sides will still be better than what you're going to get in this conference nonsense.
Probably. But we're damned if we do and damned if we don't. If we finish in 10th place, everyone will be up in arms about that. And if we finish in 7th after having the worst season in the world in our history, you know what I mean, then you can't win either. So, you know, what can you do? At the end of the day, at the start of the season, you want to finish as high up as possible. That's what we want to do. If we finish 7th and we get that, then unfortunately we get it, don't we?
The Europa League is obviously we all want Champions League. You know, the Europa League, yeah. I'll happily take the third one, the one below that. It's no. It's more of a hindrance for me. More of a hindrance. That's going to mess us up next.
I get where you're coming from.
Do you know what I mean? It's at least with the Europa. You know, you got you win that. You know what I mean? That's your entry into the promised land. This Europa, not for me. But yeah.
Hopefully, we'll be looking to go in the top 4 next season anyway. That's what we should be aiming for anyway, like we do every season.
Well, depends if we've got this manager, mate. No chance.
Well, Yeah, we'll see, won't we? You know what I mean? Because this manager.
Oh yeah, we will see, Tal. We will see.
This manager a couple of weeks ago never had no chance of getting above Tottenham and Everton, according to yourself.
Let me just say something as well.
Odegaard gives it to Aubameyang. Why didn't you shoot Pepe? Oh, and Brighton come away with it. Sorry, mate. Go on.
I'll tell you what, right? And to the guys on the chat, yeah, tell me if you agree as well, yeah. This manager, for me, is one of the luckiest managers I've ever known, Arteta. Especially when you got all the protests going on, and it's all the attention at the moment is on Kroenke, yeah, which means this manager's getting a pass at the moment because it's all about Kroenke at the moment, right? I've never known such a lucky manager in my life. There you go.
I disagree with that, Diesel. Like I said,
well, you would, wouldn't you? You're sleeping with him. I'm not. Do you know what I mean? So you're going to disagree. You're having champagne and strawberries in a hot tub with him. I'm not. So of course you're going to disagree with me.
The only reason why I say that is because, you know what I mean, there is a much bigger world outside of social media. That's what I was saying to you earlier.
Can you send Chig a link, please? Tell.
Oh, yes. Sorry. Go on. You talk then, mate, and while I'm doing that, yeah?
Nice one. Yeah, lucky. Manager's lucky. Oh, hang on. Who we got here? Where is she? I see her. Lily Carroll, our reporter from earlier. Hope you're well, sweetheart. Hope you made it out in one piece. Expressions ready to just end the stream now. Unbelievable. And she is a Spurs fan, by the way, people. Don't get it twisted. She's a Spurs fan, so she's hurt at the moment. But we like that, don't we? We like that.
Chig, I just sent it to you, mate. You should get it any second.
And Chig, as well, just to quote on what Randy's put here, don't be nice, just speak what you think, yeah? Right? You're being too polite to Terence, yeah? All right? Got to tell him. Come on, Chig. You're one of the very few on YouTube who actually speak a lot of sense, yeah? I'm all for politeness, but sometimes this man needs to be put in his place.
Unfortunately, I can't be put in my place because everything that I say has come true. So how can you put someone in their place if it comes true, Diesel? If it comes true. Everything I've said at the moment has happened since Arteta's come in. So I don't know how I could be put in my place. And everything I said about your managers, Diesel, everything I said about them, it's come true. God.
He's actually at the stadium, the Kroenke, isn't it? What's his name? Josh.
Yeah, Josh. Yeah, he is. I was going to say that to you earlier, but
oh wow.
Yeah. Look, I mean, if you go on like
what's
you said last
what's come true on the pitch, though, Tel? Everything that you've said off the pitch. What about on the pitch?
What did I say on the pitch?
Well, exactly. I mean, what's come true on the pitch? I mean, like, because according to you, we're progressing. We're progressing. So, but if you look at the league positions, if you look at the way we let go of, the way we surrendered the two semi-final legs, when you look at some of these games where he's been tactically outsmarted by the opposite, when you look at the way he was embarrassed by the manager he replaced, by the way, and even when I said that at the time, you even agreed. You did agree with me on that. You got backed up by a manager you came in to replace. I mean, it doesn't get worse than that.
Just quickly before I answer that, we've got Chig on. Chig, 2 seconds, mate. Newcastle have gone 1-0 up against Fulham. The only other goal that's gone in that I can see at the minute.
I guess who scored?
Willock scored, has he?
Joseph.
Joey scored. Flip of that. I don't know what's going on. We turned into a goal machine. Big up, chat room. I hope you guys are well.
Big Randy, up to Chig.
Randy, come off my nuts a little bit. Flip of that.
And guys, listen, can I just say this, right? There's 149 people watching at the moment. While Chig's on, I'm going to say this, because I keep plugging it because I love it. Right now, a lot of you guys in the chat room, right, claim that you, like me, love your TV, you love your films, you love your movies, you love your series, right? Please, 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 while there's a lot of you watching, subscribe to Chigflix, ChigFlix, all one word, YouTube. Type it in. right? If you love your movies and love your films, see Chig do his reviews. He put 2 out earlier on, Line of Duty. Yeah, and the other one I haven't seen yet. I'm going to be watching it after this. Please subscribe to him. Come on, do it now.
Thank you, brother.
Big up,
Appreciate
Chig.
it.
Come on.
Appreciate it.
Yeah.
So where are we?
Sorry, Sheffield United have scored. They're 1-0 up against Burnley. McGoldrick.
Woo!
Sorry, mate.
So the Conference League. We happy about it?
Come on, Chig, man. Come on. Don't let me down, brother. Don't let me down. Come on. Oh, this man.
No,
I missed what you said, Chig. What did you say, mate?
For me, I know that if we finish 7th, right, and above Tottenham, Terry is celebrating today like it is Christmas Day. I'm telling you like that.
Listen, Chig, I will be celebrating for the simple fact is, for the simple fact is that Diesel was saying a couple of months ago, and a few months ago, and even at the beginning of the season when they won the league, obviously he was backing their manager because he's the Messiah, and then he was having a go at us fans saying, "Why are we taking the piss out of Tottenham when they're miles above us and in front of us?" And now all of a sudden, since
that's not the benchmark, Terry. What? So if we're above Spurs, that's a successful season.
Who said that was the benchmark?
I can't give a toss about Spurs.
Who said that was the benchmark?
Chig, and you wonder why our club is so messed up. People like him. That's what I mean.
Diesel, I am just stating facts of what you've been saying all season. You said that all season. That
listen, Mourinho could get sacked another 3 or 4 times. He still levels above Arteta. It's fact.
Who?
That's fact.
Who?
Is that where you're going with it? Mourinho, is that where you're going with it?
I didn't say that. No.
You're saying, what's it? The Messiah. If we finish above Spurs today, if results go away and we finish above them, don't think I'm sitting here celebrating. I couldn't give a toss whether we're above. I don't care. Right? Look at in-house. Don't look at others. Look at in-house.
That is you. But don't forget that Diesel. Don't forget. Like I said, a lot of Arsenal fans were lording them up at the beginning of the season.
That's them. Let them do that.
Even yourself and even the big man, God rest his soul, Claude, were saying that they might win the league under Mourinho and all things like that. And don't forget, all season, you've been saying how poor we've been. We're in a relegation battle. This, we're that. And now, all of a sudden, we might actually finish above them. So you're saying that Tottenham in the first half...
Chig, I beg you, Chig. I beg you, Chig.
Hold up. You were saying, so it's all right for you to say, well, Tottenham were fantastic in the first half of the season. Because obviously they was winning the league then, weren't they, Diesel? But second half of the season, they fell apart. We're all right to say that, ain't we? We're all right to say that. And
no idea. You have no idea how much I miss Claude. Because I'll tell you something. He'd have your guts for garters right now. You're lucky you got me and not him. I'll tell you something.
We're not allowed to say that Arsenal had a really, really fucking shitty first half of the season, but we've had a great second half of the season. We're not allowed to say that because it's over.
It's not.
Can I just say it?
Exactly.
Can I just say it? Right?
Let Chig talk. Come on.
Now, I'm going to say this as someone who has never been a fan of Jose Mourinho. The people in the chat room will vouch for it. I've never wanted him to be an Arsenal manager. I never thought he, for me, I've also been a manager who thinks, a fan who thinks that, quite frankly, his achievements and stuff on the turn, his management style is a little bit outdated. So for me, you can't bracket me in the same period here.
No,
right?
I'm not saying you.
But what I will say is, even in spite of that, you could also not tell me that he's not 15 times more qualified than Mikel Arteta for this job.
Thank you.
I'm not saying he's not qualified. I'm not saying he's not qualified. Hold up, Pepe's just inside the box. Oh, good tackle there.
Based on the CV, based on and listen, the way they initially started, I think most people thought, wow, okay, they're doing really, really well. And we had a really, really shit start. Just because things have shaken down the way they've shaken down doesn't mean that either of us have had a good season. We've both been shit. North London is dead when it comes to football. It's dead this season when it comes to football in North London. We have both been terrible. We both either have a...
Is that crossed the line? I think that was... What's he doing? Is he give offside? How can he give offside from a corner? I don't know what's happened there. It's a corner's come in.
West Ham 1-0 up.
It's going to cross the line. That's going to cross the line, but he's give offside. Is that offside? I think it might be, actually. Yep, it's offside. Holding's offside. The ball was in the back of the net, but it's offside, so it's still 0-0. West Ham 1-0 up. Like 4-0 has just scored for West Ham. Well said, Diesel. Just going back to what you're saying, Chick. Look, I'm not saying that we've been amazing this season whatsoever. That's far from it. You know what I mean? I'm not saying that whatsoever.
You said we've had a great second half of the season. Don't retract.
That's the second half of the season.
What, great? We've had a great second, yeah?
No. But we have considering the points. We have considering the points.
This guy, I'll tell you, man.
Diesel, you can't hide away from the facts. That's the problem.
Hide the facts.
You can sit there and laugh.
Can you believe he's older than me? Can you believe he's older than me?
I don't know if you're a poker player or whatever, but are you one of them sort of people where if you go out and play poker and you, say, lose 200 quid in the first couple of hours and then you gain back 120 quid in the last couple of hours, do you see... Is that a good night? Is that a good last hour for you?
No. First of all, Chick, I would never
Come on.
I would never put 200 quid on it. You know what I mean? About a fiver.
To be fair, neither would I. Just for the record.
I'm not really a betting man, to be honest. I have a bet every now and then.
No, I play poker because I like it, not because I want to bet.
Yeah, I play poker, to be honest, but I wouldn't play for big money.
I'm with you. 50 quid max. Yeah.
Listen, you know, I know a lot of people out there. West Ham 2-0 now, apparently. I don't know who scored the second, but apparently West Ham 2-0. Yeah, I know a lot of people that do that though, Chick, to be honest. You know what I mean? They go out, spend 300 quid, win 100 quid, and think they've won.
Mate, I've seen it. It's a sickness. I would never do it. I could never be rich enough to be that dumb. Never.
No, exactly, mate. I'm totally with you on that one, mate. Totally. Like I said, I just, for me, when I do a bet, Diesel will tell you, I'd have a fiver bet to win like 100 grand or something like that. So I'd have 10 teams. You know what I mean? If you're going to have a bet, I want to win. Do you know what I mean? That's the thing. Do you know what I mean? I'm not going to win, but I want to win big.
Yeah, I'm with you. But what I suppose the point I'm making is that for me, like, you don't go into these things thinking, right, I'm going to win part of the season or 3/4 of the season.
No.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, look, I know that. You know what I mean? Oh, the score update. Who's that? Yeah, it's West Ham 4-0 again. He's got the second goal. Well done to him. Yeah, I totally understand where you're coming from. But what I'm trying to say is people say they don't see progress. What is going on, blah, blah, blah. The first half of the season was absolutely shit. We all know that. You know, we had a really bad period between November and December, which didn't help us. Brighton are just inside the box. They shoot. Oh, well, Holding just got his body in there. And
could I ask you why do you think that is? Please don't say COVID. Because everyone's doing that.
What's that?
Can I ask you why you think that is? Why we had such a...
Oh, no. I wasn't going to say COVID. I was just going to say we just didn't get the results. Simple as that, mate. You know what I mean? The results didn't go our way. And then all of a sudden, since Christmas Day, we're second in the form guide. Do you know what I mean? And we picked up more points than Liverpool and Chelsea, United, all that. So I can't understand why people just thrush that off as
oh my God, I've heard it all now.
We're second in the form guide now.
From Christmas, Chick, we would have won the league.
It's like when you go into a new job. You know what I mean? You go in for 6 months, you're on a what do you call it? Like what's that word called? A probation. You're not on probation. Yeah, you're on probation. And even if you're a manager, you know what I mean? You've got to sort your in-house out first. And
so you don't like HR. So this is up my alley, right? So let me ask you a question. On that example you just given, would you pass Mikel Arteta's probation?
Would I pass him?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because like I said, from the beginning, when I wanted him, Chig, from the beginning, when I wanted him from the day that we lost that final, I said it would take him a couple of seasons to get rid of everyone, all the deadwood and all these bad apple poisonous players out of this side. I thought it was going to take at least 2 seasons because I know that Arsenal are not a club that are going to go out and get rid of 6, 7 players and then like Chelsea and Man City can go out and just replace them with great, bigger, better people. That was never going to happen. You know what I mean? It's no point in being unrealistic in my eyes. We never do that. Yes, we do go out and spend in the transfer, but we haven't spent rightly, right? But at the moment, for me, we had to get rid of all the deadwood and that. What was we complaining about at the beginning? You know, at the end of Gazidi's reign with Emery and Wenger and that, we was letting all our star players go for free. We was not signing up our young players on big contracts. You know what I mean? Now all of a sudden we've got an unexperienced manager come in and unexperienced people like Edu and Vinay in the background that now all of a sudden signed up all our youngsters to 5-year deals. Smith Rowe just on the verge of signing and all. Everyone else has signed like Balogun and Saka when apparently they was all going to go to better teams because we was in disarray, right? It took him a lot quicker to get rid of Ozil, who was our biggest, you know what I mean, player with wages and things like that. He's got rid of the bad apples like Socrates, Kosniak, Mustafi, all them players. He done that 6 months earlier. So for me, in the background, everything's going the right way. Yes, it hasn't happened on the pitch this season properly. All right, another score update. Liverpool 1-0 up now against Crystal Palace. Mane's just got the goal. So I don't know. I haven't looked at the table at the moment, so I don't know what's happened there. But everything as a whole for me, and that's why I said I would give Mikel till Christmas next season. From the start of all of this, when I wanted him,
Christmas
next year, because he'd have a great transfer window this season. This is when I said he'd have his chance to go out and get the players that he wanted. Not only that, Chig, he went out and got a central defender and a central midfielder that we've been crying out for years. But they haven't, yes, that's fine. They haven't done, you know, it took Pepe a year.
But he's meant to be a world-class coach. Why did you want Arteta? Why did you want him? Why did you want him? Answer the question. Why did you want Arteta?
I've just explained to him. I've just explained to you. Why? No.
You couldn't have foreseen all of this. When he was at Man City, why say that is the man I want?
Diesel, you won't answer
my question. If he was at Burnley, would you have wanted him?
You answer my question, I answer yours, right? So why has all that happened? Hold up. Why has all this happened then? Who do you think's doing all this work then? Because Gazidis didn't do it.
Can I remix Diesel's question a little bit, right? Because as passionate as you are about keeping Mikel Arteta, you are equally as passionate against Unai Emery, and I've never understood that pushback against Unai Emery.
Right,
when you compare it to Mikel Arteta.
Because the same reason as Diesel with Arteta. He didn't want Arteta in the first place. So he doesn't want to give him any grace whatsoever. With Emery, I didn't really want him.
Because he's not a manager, Terry.
When he listened to he was, let's be honest, Emery, whoever knew him, really, let's be honest. Whoever
everyone knew Emery.
No, I did not know anyone who said, I want Emery at Arsenal. Now, if
hang on. Your question was no one knew of him. That was your question. What you just said there.
I didn't know of him. Know of him.
Well, that's you. You know, get yourself into football knowledge, isn't it?
I never heard anyone say his name. I never heard anyone say his name whatsoever. Right? He come in. He done this little press conference saying that he's going to make everyone at Arsenal, every single one of them, he's going to improve. From the kids, from the workers and all that. That was on
say that, Terry.
He did say that. Diesel.
So, but your preference. So, based on that, because you'd heard of Mikel Arteta because he played for us as a player, you wanted him on that basis.
No.
Versus...
It had nothing to do with us playing that. Not only that, Chick, you had Arsene Wenger, who, you know what I mean?
I'm legitimately trying to understand. I'm not even taking.
You never will, Chick.
I'm trying to understand.
He'll take you on the roundabout, Chick, and you'll be on that roundabout for time, mate. Watch.
You know what, Chick? It's nice because you are actually asking the questions and, you know, trying to find out why I'm doing this. But every time I try and come out with why I'm doing it, no, Terry, you can't do it like this. You can't do it like that. Blah, 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 and all that rubbish. But hold up, Spurs are 1-1 now. Harry Kane has scored. That's still in. Well, we still need to win. Doesn't matter anyway. So, what was I saying? I forgot now. What was we saying, Chick?
Yeah. So I asked, you know, why is it that you wanted Mikel Arteta? Is it because you paid for it?
Yeah. No, obviously. Another score update. I know it's the Tottenham one. Harry Kane. Because Arsene Wenger, you know what I mean, at the time when he had a player, he said he will make a fantastic manager, you know what I mean, in years to come. He went to Man City under Pep. He's been at Man City, a team that are in brilliant condition from bottom to top. You know what I mean? He's seen how it all works. You know what I mean? As a manager learning your trade, surely that's where you want to be at a team like that. And under a fantastic manager. I'm not saying that he's going to turn out to be like Pep. But what I'm saying is he's had a fantastic start as an apprenticeship.
Okay, so on that basis, right? Would you be happy if Mikel Arteta was to leave to go and get Pep's number 2 right now?
Say it again. Sorry, Chick.
On that basis that you just said, right? Would you be happy if Mikel Arteta was to leave for whatever reason to go and get Pep's number 2 right now?
Probably not, because I don't know who he is. I followed Mikel Arteta.
You know,
I guess for me, my whole thought process is this.
Depends if he's good looking, Chick.
Is it because you heard of Mikel Arteta, or because of what you just said? What you just said was he went to Man City and he's got the trade. And he's got the setup, even though he never managed a football match.
Exactly.
But okay, not a problem.
Don't forget, Chick, we wanted him before Emery.
Yeah, no, we did, because of Wenger's recommendation is the reason we wanted him. That's the reason we wanted him.
Oh, we get a crossbar. That's gone out for a corner. No, Gabriel is at the crossbar, and it goes out for a corner for Arsenal just before half time. 43 minutes gone. No, look, what I'm saying is that obviously we wanted him beforehand, and he didn't come. I followed Mikel Arteta because I wanted him. I don't know why I did, but I wanted him since he was a player. I'm not saying he was a fantastic, but everything that I was hearing from the players at Man City, from everything, you know, it sounded all good. It was all great.
All fueled by Wenger.
Good.
all fueled by Arsene Wenger. Arsene Wenger orchestrated that whole thing, where essentially all of a sudden you started hearing people like, Mikel Arteta is a model coach, and he does things perfectly, and this, that, and the other. And I'm waiting to hear examples, right? And the thing that disturbed me, this is why I didn't want him from day dot, right? Forget even the experience factor. I wanted to hear from the players, right? The thing that kept bothering me was I kept looking at someone like Aaron Ramsey, Kolasinac. I noticed they didn't say shit for ages. And then all of a sudden, I noticed that Ramsey, he was coming towards the end of his contract at the time. And he said, he didn't want personally Mikel Arteta taking over. And people were wondering why. And there were loads of stories about how the fact that he's arrogant, this, that, and the other, and he doesn't get on with young players, and, you know, that he kind of like, I've just seen a crossbar attempt you're talking about. He does all these certain things. And for me, the way the season's played out, right, this is just my opinion. This is purely my opinion. The way the season's played out is exactly what I was fearful about. The fact that he has gone into that job, probably swinging, thinking that you could do what he wants, say what he wants, clash with whoever he wants, until you realize, oh, hold on, I might need to play the game a little bit here and get on with a few more people than I've been getting on with. And his trial and errors and his mistakes that he constantly makes until he eventually learns from them. I do mean eventually. And to me, for me personally, I'm not saying that this guy will never have it. Maybe there is something that I am not privy to that suggests that maybe in the future this guy will be a good coach and you lot will have your day in the sun and you'll be able to say, I told you so. But for me, for what Arsenal need right now, for the trouble that we're in right now, for the problems that we have right now, you will not tell me that an experienced man is not a better way of going forward. Yeah, I would love a younger model coach and that. But once we're sorted, once we know where we're going.
I totally agree with you, Cheek. And obviously you can have that opinion like Diesel and Claude and all that. I totally respect that. But what I'm saying to you is, just because an experienced manager will come in doesn't automatically mean that he's going to sort the problems out and we will get top four.
But
because that's how they talk. That's how they talk.
Better standing. Surely he has a better chance than someone who has no idea how to do it. I would trust the guy that knows how to do it.
The answer to that is obviously the super Messiah Mourinho and the super manager of Carlos Ancelotti. Now, at the beginning of the season, right, this is what everyone was saying. Mourinho's got the experience. He's won everything, Terry. This is coming from Diesel's mouth. He's won everything, Terry. He's won the trophies in every single country. He's got the mental attitude. He can send them players out on the pitch that when it comes to it, them players will be able to go out there and do it. And what happened? They was doing it at the beginning of the season. They won the league in November. You know what I mean? Celebrating it. And everyone was jumping on the bandwagon. Most of our fans were too, saying, you know, we should have got Mourinho. Now, what has happened to them in the second half of the season? Everyone said it's a 38-game season. They won it in November. They was flying before Christmas. Since Christmas, the only way that they've gone is down. And below us, maybe. Same as Ancelotti. Now, them two are the most experienced managers you could probably get out there at the moment. They haven't done it for their clubs. And all you'll get is people say, well, look at their squad, look at this. But they wasn't saying that at the beginning of the season. They were saying, look what Ancelotti's gone out and done, Terry. Look what he went out. He got 4 midfielders. He's got Rodriguez. He's got this, he's got that.
I'm with you as far as the Jose Lovin. I think the Jose Lovin is done. I've always done it. I've always thought that he's overrated. You will never, ever convince me that an experienced person isn't more qualified to solve our problems than someone who is a novice. You will never convince me of that.
Kenny, can you turn your commentary down?
All right, no problem. Yeah, it's just still some matches still going on. Aston Villa and Chelsea still playing. Villa scored a goal that bounced about probably 2 or 3 times. Liverpool are still playing as well. A lot of injury time bit of injury time at Villa Park and at Anfield.
Do you know what? It was funny you say that, Ken, because there was 3 games. I think it was the Chelsea, Liverpool, and Tottenham game, the Leicester game, that all started a bit late, and then the rest.
Yeah, and just as we speak, at Molineux, Man United have just scored to make it 2-1 just before on the stroke of half time. So there's injury time in Wolves as well. I've just seen Mata running away, so I'm just channel hopping all over the place. And I was thinking, well, it seems like our game's the only one that started on time. I didn't see many foul play, so it was a nice game, I suppose. That's where, you know what I mean. But yeah, as I was saying before, I don't know if you touched it, but I couldn't help you gloating at the fact that Everton are losing, Terry. And the fact that, you know, another. Oh, yes, you were. Yes, you were. Yes, you were. You were. Look at Don
Glass houses, Terry. Glass houses. Glass houses.
You.
That's what he does, though, Ken. He laughs at everyone else, like we're perfect. Who are we to laugh at? But that's what he does.
Don't forget, Kenny,
he was 17 or 18 years of age. I can understand. This is a man in his early 40s, and he's going on.
Excuse me. You and Kenny Ken.
That's disgusting.
You and Kenny Ken a couple of months ago said, you know what I mean? Why is everyone laughing at Tottenham because they lost? Because they're above us, they're miles above us. And then you kept saying to me every time, I kept saying, we've got a chance to finish above them. No one would have it with me. Don't be so silly, Terry. You're deluded. Blah blah blah. And now we've actually got a chance in the last game of the season to actually finish above them. And now that we can finish above them, it's Terry, that ain't the standard we should be looking at. Blah blah blah. You know what I mean? It was all right to back up Tottenham a couple of weeks ago when they was finishing above us. But now that we might finish above them, that's not the standard we should be looking at, Terry.
Terry,
come on, you can't have it both ways.
Terry, the reason why the goalposts have moved because normally Spurs have been in a position where they've been in Europe, preferably the top four. So normally, if we were in a normal season, if we finished above them, then it would have been top four football. Because guess what? As we've fallen out the top four, they've taken our place.
Yeah,
invariably.
Yeah, that's what I tried to say. Whereas at the moment, we have both had a shit season. We are both.
Yeah, we have.
When it comes to football at the moment.
But the thing was that I was trying to make the point that I'm trying to make, which no one seems to pick up on because no one wants to talk about it, unfortunately, is don't forget Arsenal fans, some Arsenal fans were saying that this was basically our worst season in history. Our worst season in history. And at the beginning of the season, like I said, Tottenham was winning the league. Everton was also doing the same. They was absolutely flying. But no one wants to talk about that now. Because apparently, Everton's falling away, Tottenham's falling away, Arsenal falling away, and that's it. You know, it seems to be all one way with me, with people sometimes. If you know what I mean? You know, they kick you when you're down, and then when you're trying to get back up, they want to kick you when you're trying to get back up there and all. There's just no sort of not praise, but sort of, you know what? I'll tell you what, this would be because it would be. For how much Arsenal fans have bigged up Tottenham and Everton this season, being absolutely brilliant, and we've been absolutely shit. For us to finish above them, I think that would be embarrassing for Tottenham and Everton. No matter where it is in the league, for how bad we've been, like everyone keeps saying, and how great them two teams were at the beginning of the season, I'm sorry to say, but that is embarrassing for us to finish above them. Don't you agree?
So at the moment, we're drawing with Brighton. At the moment, Spurs equalised to make it 1-1. So at the moment, they're still in the ascendancy.
Yes, we know it hasn't happened yet. I'm not saying that. But what I'm saying to you is, why? See, there you go again. You don't want to answer the question that I've answered.
So I think I did answer the question. The reason at the time when criticism was flowing about Arteta, Everton were flying high. We were 15th in the table. Spurs mullered us all right, I'll rephrase that and be a bit more accurate. Spurs toyed with us at their ground. Yeah. So there was a team that was in top place, first place. Yeah. There was a team 15th, 14 places below. Yes, exactly. You say it's early doors, but those results under Arteta up until the 26th of December was sackable. We got thrashed by Man City. We lost. We couldn't beat Southampton at home. Everton beat us. Who else? Oh, yeah, let's have a look. Burnley beat us. So did Leicester at home. And so they were sackable offences. And he should have gone then. He managed to salvage it, and where we were probably traditionally strong. But Villarreal happened. Wolves happened again. Yep. Villa happened. Yep. Everton, where our keeper froze at the net. So, again, as much as you say the situation is salvageable, this man should not be in a job under any circumstances.
Right, so if you're exactly what I'm saying to you now, exactly what you're said there, if that's the case, then it should happen at Tottenham and Everton. One has happened at Tottenham, and then you're saying by the same circumstances, because let's be honest, he is an experienced manager, and apparently, you know, like Chig said, we'll take any experienced manager over Arteta because anyone would believe that he would do better. And if he finishes in 10th place, surely he's got to be sacked then.
All right. The situation where what you're saying it should be sacked. there's another school of thought that if the club is in transition, which a lot of people agree the club's in transition, then you do not want a novice manager to make a cock up of it and push us further down. You'll want an experienced manager with with better facilities and more money to spend. And if Carlo's that man, he'll be at a club with better facilities, better players, and more money to spend. He will have Everton. So yes, he will do a better job than Arteta.
Well, you would know he wouldn't. You don't know that. It's just your opinion.
Yes, but I think he will.
It's your opinion.
I think he will.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. That's great, and I respect your opinion. That's not a problem. I ain't got a problem with that. Not a problem whatsoever. But surely that's what I'm saying. Why now are Tottenham and Everton in this situation where they might be below us come the end of this game? Why is that?
Let someone else answer that because I already told you.
They're different teams. I mean, it's a different team to say. Oh, this is where I fundamentally disagree with you. I get your point, but it's flawed to say that. Oh well, if Carlo Ancelotti finishes 9th under Arsenal, that means that he's performed worse than he would have done in the Arsenal job. Doesn't make any form of sense. On the basis of what? On the basis of what? They're not the same team. They're not the same circumstances. They're not going through the same situation. They don't have the same money. It doesn't make any sense. The point doesn't make any sense. In fact, it wasn't so long ago that you could make an argument that if you finished a certain place with Everton, you seem to have done pretty well. And therefore, maybe there might be an argument that actually with Arsenal, we might be able to push them on. So that's why I don't understand. That's why I don't really understand that point. I don't get the point of, oh, well, if you finish 9th with Everton, that means that you deserve to be sacked because you don't deserve the Arsenal job because Arsenal finished 8th. No, that made no sense.
He was talking about I wasn't talking about him getting the Arsenal job or anything like that. What I'm saying to you is I was goaded at the beginning of the season right up until basically Christmas, where Everton and Newcastle, Tottenham were absolutely flying. And obviously, you know, a few people on this panel, and obviously God ready his soul, they wanted Mourinho. They wanted Ancelotti instead of Arteta, right? So what I'm saying to you is that, and when they was winning and they was at the top, Terry, here's my manager, told you we should have had him. We should have had him.
The fact that Jose hasn't been successful does not detract from the overall point that an experienced manager would have been more suitable. Yep. Anybody else would have sacked Mikel Arteta. Anybody else.
What you've got to do is that's your opinion. That's not fact. Just because an experienced manager would come in doesn't mean that he would automatically make our club much better.
Okay,
and
automatically
we would be
the likelihood, the possibility. There is a greater possibility that someone with experience would have done better with someone that doesn't have experience.
What I'm trying to say is, how do you not get my point in, Cheek? How do you not get my point is that's what Everton tried to do, and that's what Tottenham tried to do. They got the two most experienced managers in. Let's be honest.
They just got two experienced managers in. It's not indicative of all experienced managers. Just because they've got two.
I'm not saying this.
Remember, I'm saying one of those managers I didn't particularly want for Arsenal anyway, and that was Jose. Yes, I've always maintained that. So the fact that I'm actually with you on that point proves what I'm saying even more. Just because I didn't want Jose doesn't abandon the idea that I didn't want an experienced manager. I would never, ever, 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 ever in my life think to myself, the amount of problems Arsenal had even 10 years ago would make me think that someone who has never taken a substitute match would be the suitable person to take Arsenal forward. Never mind now. That's 10 years ago we're talking about. Arsenal had problems 10 years ago. Let's talk of now. Let's talk of now. Come on.
All I can say is that obviously we've all got our own opinions, haven't we? We're never going to change or go away from our opinions. All we can say is like you're saying, is that a lot of people would say that if an experienced manager would come in, we would probably be in a better position where we are now. That's what a lot of people think. But I think that, you know, like I said, I think from the bottom upwards, we're starting to change things. And it ain't a coincidence that this has all started to happen since ARTETA took over. All the things that I wanted to happen and I said would happen has happened. That's what I said.
Well, what about our attacking situation? Since Arteta's come to the club, he's got a front three worth 100 million shots. It's no coincidence that since he's come to the club that they can't in terms of our output in terms of like goals scored, that seems to have gone down under this manager.
Well,
when we are famed for attacking football.
I know we don't want to talk about it, and it's all over one season or whatever, but progress is progress, like I said to you. In the second half, I think we're the third team that scored the most goals, and we was in the Europa League. Our top
goal scorer? Who's our top goal scorer? Our top goal scorer.
Our top goal scorer is not the same.
It doesn't change the fact that under this manager, the things that are what Arsenal's famous for is being on the front foot and playing attacking football. Under this manager, it's been a problem, and that's one of the reasons why we've lost 13 games this season in the league. Yes, they've been narrow defeats, but guess what? If you're on the front foot and you have a game which is very tight, guess what? The team that's on the attack tends to win those games, not a team that prides itself on being compact and being better losers. That's on Arteta.
Well, that's. Maybe it is, but I'm just giving. That's what, like I just said to you. We'll start the clock. Sorry, boys. All right, 2 seconds. Thank you. Who said that, Brandy? Thank you, mate.
Do you know what, right? I mentioned this on the last stream.
I love you loads, right? The second half started. I'm gonna have to. I'll come afterwards.
Yeah, no worries. Love you, Ken. Oh, mate. See you soon.
Love you loads. Chig, good to see you, mate.
Good to see you, bro.
Can you hear me, Diesel?
Yeah.
You're froze.
Right.
You're froze. Yeah.
Have I? Can you hear me now?
I can hear you, but your pitch. Oh no, hold up. It's just come back.
Pitch is fine, man.
Yeah.
Mate, go on. Yeah, sorry, mate.
Right. You know, the last stream we did, that obviously, there's a couple of other certain channels that the way they're speaking is absolutely disgusting, really. So what they're basically saying, it's very similar to what you're saying, is that, in a nutshell, what you're really saying is, well, no other manager's going to come in and do anything any different. No other manager's going to come in and improve it, so we may as well stick with Mikel, right? That's the same as saying, I'm trying to think of an analogy for it. So basically, you find a good-looking girl, right? You go out with her, it doesn't work out. So what do? What, you never go out with another bird again? Do you know what I mean? So what you're saying is, with Emery, we tried. We went down the experienced manager route. It didn't work. So let's not do that again. Terry, listen. Yes, you're right. He was an experienced, not elite, right? We all want elite. He was an experienced manager. It didn't work. Guess what, Tel? You jump back on the horse and you try again. You try again. You know, if you've got a plane, Tel, are you going to give it to the most experienced pilot you can find, or are you going to give it to a trainee, a junior, who's never flew a plane? It's the same thing, right? We could get. It doesn't guarantee us success. I agree with you on that, right? But what it does, right, is it gives you, right, you try and give yourself the best possible chance of success, and unfortunately that comes with getting an elite manager. Do you know what I'm saying? Just because it didn't work out with Emery, if we have to go again, go again. If it doesn't work out the second time, we go again. If it don't work out the third time, we go again. Because you know what? It may just work out in the fourth, fifth, or the sixth. We don't stop trying until it works. But you, Emery, we tried it once, didn't work, never again. Let's stick with what we got. Mentality's disgusting, brother. Sorry. Go on. So I've got to say on it.
Well, like I said, you know what I mean? At the end of the day, Diesel, we could have had Mourinho, and yes, it might have been different at Arsenal, but he's gone to Tottenham. He had the tools there in my eyes to be a lot higher than where he was now. He got the greatest attack.
Who? Who?
Mourinho. You were saying that he's got the greatest attack.
I'm talking about our club, and you deflect one thing to Mourinho. Chig, can you see what I'm saying now? Everything I said was about the Arsenal. I'm not on about another club.
Oh my
And then
God.
your very first thing is, well, Mourinho. No, talk about us. This is an Arsenal channel, Terence.
You wanted Mourinho. He fucked up. It did not work. You wanted Ancelotti. You wanted Ancelotti.
Oh my God!
You
Fuck
wanted
my
Nuno.
life.
You wanted Nuno. He didn't work at all. You wanted the Sheffield United manager. He's gotten relegated. This is what I'm saying. You know what I mean? Come on. There's a pattern there somewhere in the line. Why won't you just give someone a chance?
No, you're right, Terry, because he's just rocked up here, isn't he? He's not had a chance. He's not had 18, 19 months. He's just rocked up. Silly me.
This is the other narrative I hate. Oh, he's never had a transfer window. He's never had a chance. He's never taken the
I don't know how much Brighton are on the attack here inside. Oh,
he's never been back.
Shoots! Oh,
and this is what also pisses me off as well, right? There seems to be this new theory of, oh well, he's going to be back this summer. If he ain't back this summer, I don't want to hear no shit about. Oh well, give him till January. Give him till January.
Come on, you can't
give him to the end of the season.
You can't be on this wind up now, surely, because apparently he wasn't. He wasn't going to have no money.
There's an excuse every time.
Money in December.
There's an excuse every single year. There's an excuse. Listen, this is the thing. We have the owner we have. We knew that before Mikel Arteta got hired. So let's not make excuses for this geezer now, right? Mm. What I don't want to hear is there seems to be this gathering pace of, oh, well, you know, we're going to spend money. I don't really understand where it's suddenly coming from. We're not in Europe. So why do people suddenly think we're going to start spending money? But okay, let's go with that theory that we're going to start spending money. If that does not happen, and we start getting to September, and lo and behold, Arteta starts choking again, I want to hear no shit. I want to hear, let's sack him. I want to hear this. I agree with till January. Let's get Daniel Ek in. Let's do this. Let's do that. No. Let's sack him. Let's sack him.
Chig, I totally agree with you. That is what I've been saying from the start before he even come in when we was getting him. I said, to try to explain earlier on, I'd give him until this season coming up, because then we'd have got rid of all the shit, all the dross, all them players, because I didn't think we'd get rid of Ozil until this time anyway. And then come this summer, he would have the chance to go out and get the players of his choice to go in this team. And if he doesn't perform up until Christmas or before that, if even before that, he's still not doing it, then I would sack him. That's what I said, even at the beginning of his reign before he come in. I'm not going to bring up about, oh, he hasn't been backed or blah, 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 because if he hasn't been backed, that's down to the owners then, but he still should be doing better because we're still going to go out and get at least 2 or 3 players because we'll be sending players on all cheek. Surely you must agree with that.
Yeah, I agree with that. But
hold up, Aubameyang's in the box. Played it back.
Had enough time already.
Odegaard's gone down. He's trying to call for a penalty, but I don't think that's a penalty. But it's still 1-0.
But Leno, very quickly before this super chat disappears, thank you very much for your contribution, mate. But honestly, I'd still rather have Arteta than Emery.
Why though?
Well, thank you, Bert Leno. Thank you.
Well, he's got to say that he's still playing under him, isn't he? He's got to say that.
Can't we? You can have your opinion. Why can't we? That's what I'm saying.
But no, I never said you couldn't have your opinion. But you would damn sure know that I would ask why. Why, if something does not make sense, I have the right to ask why. Why?
That's what I'm saying. I ask why the other way. Why? Why not? Why can't people see what's going on in the background? Let me ask you this then, Chig. Right? Since, like I said earlier on, when Gazidis was here under Emery and under Wenger, when we was letting Ramsey go on a free and Wiltshire go on a free and all our players on a free and our young players weren't being signed up and all that, and why couldn't we get rid of Ozil when they was here and things like that? Why all of a sudden now has that changed when apparently we've got a cone picker up as a manager and Edu and Vinay, the most inexperienced people in the game at a club at the moment? Why is all them things being made right now? Is that just a coincidence then?
So they deserve props because they got Mesut Ozil out with 90% of his wages for the last 6 months of his contract.
Sorry, mate, you broke up there. I couldn't hear you.
So
Can you say
Mesut Ozil, who's left the club with 90% of his Arsenal wages, they deserve props for that, should they?
Say that again because you broke it up. Did you hear that, Diesel? We're at the end.
I'll try again. So they deserve props for the fact that Mesut Ozil left the club with 90% of his Arsenal wages.
We're still paying him, shouldn't we?
Oh, as long as we hold up, score update. Leicester 2, another penalty from Vardy. Vardy's got 2 penalties now in that game. Leicester are 2-1 up against Tottenham. But we still got rid of him 6 months earlier.
Okay, but maybe. But how do we know that was never an option earlier on?
Right. Okay. All right. Take Ozil's situation out of it then. Let's not pick up on it. Leave Ozil out of it. How comes, you know what I mean? We're getting rid of all the rest of them, which Emery could have done, or Gazidis could have done, Wenger could have done at the time with the players that he had at the club. Why?
Well, because they wanted a transfer fee as opposed to the fact that we've let all these people go for free. This is not an achievement. I'm sick
You know what I mean? He's going like he deserves a statue or something.
It's an achievement. Where did that come out of my mouth?
He's done so well. He's done so well. What are we talking about?
I'm asking a question, but no one will answer it. They say, "Oh, you know, that's what I'm saying." You won't answer the actual question that I'm asking. Is it just a coincidence then that all these things have started to happen under these unexperienced people that don't have a clue in the club?
This is now. Now I understand. I'm understanding the way you think better now, because if you are taking that as a positive, that we're letting Mustafi go on a free, we're begging him basically to go. That we're begging Socrates, who I heard that we basically had to have a meeting with him, sit down, beg him to take the offer that he was being offered so that he could leave the club. If that is Edu's flipping achievement, give me the damn job. I swear to God I'll do a bad job.
Who said that is an achievement?
Exactly.
Who said that
I swear to God I'll do a bad job.
There's a lot of people out there, Chig. There's a lot of people out there, including myself, like I've been saying for ages, that thought this club was at the bottom, and a lot of fans were at the bottom, right? At the bottom, because we was going backwards. Under Wenger, we was going backwards. Under Emery, was going backwards. We was letting all our players go. We had players here that we didn't want. Everything was going wrong. Gazidis, everyone wanted to get rid of him. Thank God that we have got rid of him. Everything now, for the last couple of years, seems to be going in the right direction. I'm not saying that it's happened on the pitch. I've not said that once. But what I'm saying is...
what else is going in the right direction?
Sorry?
What else is going in the right direction?
Well, for one, we've got all our youngsters all signed up to 5-year deals. Hopefully, we've got Smith Rowe now. You know what I mean? But there was a time, don't forget, when a lot of people, ARTETA out people, were jumping on the bandwagon. Why, you know what I mean? Bellerin wants to go. He doesn't like this, doesn't rate this manager, doesn't want to stay at Arsenal, blah, blah, blah. Same happened with Saka. Same happened with Martinelli. No, he doesn't want to play him. Why does he want to stay at this club? All this agenda.
I want to be controversial here. Right? If the chat room disagree. If the chat room disagree, right? Diesel, you may disagree with me. When do we lose our youngsters? Like the youngsters we really want to keep.
But that used to happen all the time.
It don't happen. It never really happened. Ox, okay. Ox, maybe. Gnabry, okay. But it never really used to happen. Look at it twisted. Yeah, it's great news that Saka signed up. It's great news that Bellerin signed up and this, that, and the other. But let's not act like this was something that always used to happen. And suddenly this season it's turned up. No, that's another narrative that is bullshit.
He's reaching, Jake. He's reaching. Yeah, he's reaching.
It never happens. It never happens.
Oh my God.
We sold Ox when we wanted to. We sold Ox as a
up now.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, okay, Chelsea.
Yeah, so
We sold Ox exactly when we wanted to. And we got a brilliant bit of business for him. Nabry was very unlucky. Don't get me wrong. Very unlucky, very unfortunate.
What another great goal by Pepe. What another great goal.
Pepe's killing it right now.
What another great goal on the right-hand side. Cuts in on his left.
Pepe's killing it right now.
Diesel, can you hear us?
Yeah.
Your internet must be really bad today because you're frozen again.
I'll log in. I'll log out and come in again.
All right, mate. Hold up. Let me just do this. Sorry,
I'm so happy for Pepe as well because all the people that have been talking shit about Pepe, I've been saying to people, hold on. Just hold on.
I agree with you, mate. I agree with you. It's took a long time for him to settle in, but he's coming into his own now. Well, another great goal. I mean, that's typical goal of his, isn't it? That looks like it's going to be his signature goal like that.
How many goals has he scored now? Is that 15?
What's that? Sorry?
How many goals has he scored now? Is that 15?
I think it is, isn't it? Yeah, he was on. I think it was on 13, wasn't he? Yeah, so I think that's 15. That's this season, I know, isn't it? But that's in all competitions, though, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm back to watch it now. Yeah, that's a typical Pepe goal.
That looks like that's going to be signature goal, like when he scores all the time, coming off that right, cutting in on the left-hand side, and doing a great goal like that.
60 goals. Okay, in all competitions now. Yes, Pepe.
How many? Let me just check that. How many?
You can see he loves being the main man now. I'm happy for him.
Yeah.
Just trying to check.
That's the thing, though, Chig. He's had games like that before, and then his reward is he gets dropped. You know, look at El Neni. Look at El Neni. You know, the last game. El Neni. He's another one. You know, the last game, I thought he was quality. You know, I'm not saying he's a brilliant player, but credit where credit's due. What's his reward? Place on the bench. Bannigan signed, as Terence said. Where's he been? He's not been on the bench. Why? You know, you're telling me he is. Oh man.
It's got 14 goals here, Chick. I don't know if that was before today, though. Before earlier. So
I'm going by the chat room. The chat room was the one that said
Static.
I don't know if that.
Static.
I don't know if that updated after the first goal or not.
Yeah.
He scored the first one. So I don't. I mean, 15, 16 goals. It's round about there anyway, isn't it?
You watch. They don't like I want to leave the club now. Like, yeah, fuck these lot. He's going back to the Champions League.
Exactly, mate.
Well, let's just have a quick score update with all the teams. Hold up, let's read them out quickly. You got Villa, that's 2-0 up now against Chelsea. I mean, Tony Rolfe's going to be devastated with that, isn't he, Diesel?
Oh, he's got missing, isn't he, as per usual?
Leeds are 2-0 up. Oh, no, I shouldn't laugh. I'm just thinking back at the funeral day, watching that video. I mean, bloody hell. When we was carrying him.
Yep. 400 grand a week.
Leeds, Newcastle 1-0 up against Fulham. Arsenal 2-0. Leicester are still 2-1 against Spurs. Man City are 3-0 up against Everton. Liverpool are 1-0 up against Palace. Sheffield United are 1-0 up against Burnley. Man United are still 2-1 up against Wolves, and West Ham are still 2-0 up against Southampton. And in the league table, as it stands at the moment, Man City obviously won the league top, Man United in second, Liverpool in third, and at the moment, as it all stands, Leicester will be in the Champions League in fourth place, Chelsea will miss out in fifth place, West Ham in sixth place, Arsenal in seventh, Tottenham in eighth, Leeds in ninth, and Everton in 10th.
Who's in seventh? West Ham.
Arsenal.
Who?
Arsenal.
So if results stay the way they are, we're in seventh.
Yeah, we can't go above West Ham.
Oh, so that means we'll get. Oh, fuck! We'll get that conference.
We knew that anyway. We've talked about that earlier. Oh, what a great shot and saved by Leno there. On the left-hand side, Brighton, I don't know who that was who took a shot, but Leno down on his right-hand side, great save.
Boy. My mistake. 14 goals in all competitions for Pepe. You are right, Terry. It might still be updating.
That's not by my brain, that X. So don't worry, mate. That was on Google. So you might have been right, mate. It might have been updated. So no problem, mate.
What should the club do with the bet? See, this is the thing, Manic. This is what no one mentions as well. It's also, I mean, it's another Ozil situation. We haven't learnt our lesson. You know, sell him. I wanted him sold in the summer. You know, stringing us along as a club for all that time. Instagram lives with certain people saying that he loves the club and this. Do you want me to sign? Do you really want me? No, I'm sorry. No, bigger and better players, yeah, have signed straight away. And you got this guy. I don't care how many goals he scored, acting like he's bigger than what he is. No, sell him. Don't want him here. Don't want him here. I know that's unpopular, but you'll back me up. I wanted him sold in the summer. I did say that. I was one of the very few. Myself and big up Danny Cook in the chat. Yeah, I don't want him here. Don't want him here. Don't want him here.
Who was your replacement with?
We did a stream about that, about replacements. I wanted Moussa Dembele, I think I picked.
Oh, okay.
I've always liked him. Always liked him.
He's got to learn to Atletico Madrid. Hasn't done shit though.
Yeah. I don't know. I just always liked him, mate. But do you know what? I looked at him and thought, even if we didn't, right? When you look at, you know, you got Balogun there, Martinelli is ready-made for me. I'd put Martinelli ahead of Aubameyang right now. Right now.
Would you keep that?
No, sell him.
Who? Sorry? Lacazette. Sorry.
Yeah, I'd sell him. Chig, you know what? I've said it before. I've always maintained this, right? Because when we talk about this upcoming summer, I'm more interested in who we sell rather than who we buy. And for me, I just want to clear the decks.
Oh, that's right. Sorry.
Yeah, I mean, for all of the whole Kroenke needs to spend talk, actually, we could raise our own cash by just selling the people that need to actually go.
Yeah, I totally agree.
Like for example, I mean, for me personally, I mean, I'd sell Hector, I'd sell Granite, I'd sell all these people that still have some sort of value, and raise as much money as possible, and try and replace them with your. You know, let's not have any shame. You know, people keep saying, "Oh, why are we being linked with Fulham players?" Listen, we're not in Europe. We can't afford to be fancy no more. So if we can bring out some of these talented youngsters from the Championship, some of these talented youngsters that are going down, it was good enough for Liverpool. So let's go and do it.
Exactly.
Let's do it. Let's go and cop them.
Oh yes, we've got a chance here. 4 against 3 here. Smith Rowe gives it to Aubameyang on his left-hand side inside the box. Oh, my God. Absolutely fluffed it. Absolutely fluffed it.
You know what it is, Chig? It's because we have a very, very arrogant fan base. And, you know, when you look at, as you say, Liverpool, you know, they got Robertson from Hull. I think in this season they were relegated. When you look at the way they picked up Wijnaldum from Newcastle, you know, these sort of players, if we were linked with them, you can imagine the abuse.
Yeah,
a lot of you know, they turn their nose up at it, you know.
I'm seeing people talking shit about us going to get Ryan Bertrand.
I want to go. What's he trying to do?
Why wouldn't we go and get Ryan Bertrand on a free? We know he's going to play a decent amount of games because Kieran Tierney loves getting injured. So
I actually think Bertrand's all right, you know.
Yeah, I'll go and get him.
I'll take him. Yeah.
The reason why I'd get him annoyed is because obviously you're hoping that your first choice players are going to play at least 30 games a season. But you want them to play at least 30 games a season. So if they've only got to come in for like a few games, then he's a perfect example of who we need to sit on the bench to come on. He's experienced. He's been there. He's done it. Do you know what I mean? So for me, I think he's a perfect squad player, Chig.
Yeah, I this is again. This is where I think Arsenal fans just need to tailor their expectations, and this is why I can understand Diesel's frustration with Arsenal fans because you know it's like they live in 1998 still. Like yeah, we ain't there no more. Unfortunately, yeah, I would love us to go and get a Jack fucking Grealish, but quite frankly, if a Buendia is coming to do a similar sort of job, then let's bring him in. Let's bring him in. Let's not fuck around.
Sorry, Chig, I was just laughing at this. That's cracking from Arsenal Maniac. He was saying, would you take Mark Wright, Chig?
Do you know what I mean? No, because he's injury prone. That's why South Bend let him go. He's injury prone.
Yeah. Saka's coming on by the looks of it. I don't know who's coming off.
Do you know what, Liam? This, if that's true, Liam, yeah, and I've got no reason to disbelieve you, but if that is true, that is a large part of the reason why I say our fan base is an absolute joke, because Thiago would walk into our midfield right now and be the best midfielder at the club. Jota would walk in and be, you know what I mean? And yet we're laughing at you guys for buying those two. We're crying out for players half of that ability, half of it. And yet we're laughing at you. And this is the thing about this Arsenal fan base, right? We're not as quick, right, to discuss our failings and what's going on at our club, but we're very, very quick to laugh at other clubs and laugh at others. That's a fact. And there you go. I don't know what you boys think, but I genuinely, that's my opinion. I really do believe we are like that. We are.
For fuck's sake, what is he doing? Oh, well done. Smith Rowe just inside the box on the left-hand side. Oh, and he's played a bad ball back.
To be fair, Diesel, I know why Arteta has gone all out to get into the conference, because it's his level. Go.
As soon as I heard about that conference, you just knew Arsenal would make it.
Yeah.
I knew it. Deep down, I knew it. It's like they're creating this competition for us. 100%.
God, I can't believe it.
Unlucky for Tierney.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
Does anyone actually know how the competition works? Is it basically just a short competition that allows us to get into a certain stage of the Europa League?
I've not even looked into it, to be honest, Chig. Let's be honest. Most Arsenal fans thought it was ridiculous even suggesting we would get 7.
Yeah, it's true.
Be honest. Oh, my God. Oh, was that party? He's hit the crossbar. He's getting closer. He's just hit the crossbar.
Oh, you can shoot. Don't worry about it. You'll get there. You'll get there.
He got there earlier on. Instead of it being in White Hart Lane, like Dean said, it just went past the post earlier, and now he's just hit the crossbar. So he's getting closer.
I'm not even watching it. Do you know what, Tel? I know what you're thinking. You're going to think that's really bad, you know, Arsenal fan. But you know what? I just want the season to end, mate, because it's all very well. And I said this to you at the start of the stream. I predicted that we'd win this game 3-0. You know why? Because it's a nothing game. There's no pressure. It's the last game of the season. We're at home. Nothing to really play for, right? They know after this, you know, they've got the holidays coming up. This is what I'm saying. When we really needed them as fans, where were they? And do you know what? Whether that's right or wrong, that's just me being me, right? But we've been here every single season, but we always turn up every season right at the end. The last 3 or 4 games, we suddenly rock up and we know how to kick a ball straight. Yeah? We've been here so many times before. Everyone's got their cut-off point. Do you know what I'm saying? You know, and this is what I'm saying. There's not even. This is what annoys me about this manager. Even with, I don't know about you, Chick, whether you agree with this protest at the moment. It's all about cronky this, cronky that, cronky this, cronky that, right? Arteta must be loving it because he's getting a bit of a pass here. No one's really looking at him. All the attention is on Cronky, right? He's one lucky bastard, and I keep saying
Diesel.
He's not even under any pressure. That's what concerns me, Chick. The season we've had, we're not under any pressure. Now, Terry, if we finish 7th, I know Terry's going to be, you know, cracking open the champagne tonight, right? You know, but 7th.
Diesel, I disagree with you there with the protest Because no. Why? Because you can have a protest against Kroenke out and also have at the same time still say Arteta out if you really wanted to. You could have that at the same time. But it's obvious. It's obvious that it's not that big. That's what I'm saying. It's only on social media that it's that big. That it's Arteta out. This is what I keep explaining to you. You know, when I'm talking to people that don't even go on social media, they can't see what you're all saying. This is what I'm saying to you. You know, the social media is dry. Oh, what's happened there? That's all right. I thought someone run into Gabriel. Brighton are in the box. It goes straight across. But that's what I'm saying to you. You know, 4-0 City, by the way. 4-0 City. But that game's over with now anyway, unfortunately for Everton. But yeah, you know, there's no stopping or there's no reason for the people that was going to go and protest today about Kroenke out to get Arteta out too. So let's not give a pass to the fans that apparently want Arteta out. They could have done that. Let's be real. It's the truth.
Listen. All this process has only come about because of this European Super League, right? That's all it is. That was the final straw. That was the straw that broke the camel's back, right? That's why Man United did what they did. That's why we're doing what we're doing at the moment. It's purely down to that, right? Yeah. One thing. Listen, I know what you're saying about the social media side of it, right? Obviously, we all know other Arsenal fans. People are not being ageist. People around our age, right? They know what's going on, yeah. They don't want the manager in, right? But a lot of social media is kids. It's kids who don't really know the Arsenal. They don't know the history of it. You know, they don't know. They don't know life before Wenger. You know, some of them don't even know life before fucking Arteta. You know what I'm saying? You know, so this is what I'm saying. You see a few things on social media and you think, but as you said earlier on, you think it's all Arteta out. If it was, he wouldn't be here. You know, I said it earlier on, he's lucky manager. He's lucky there's not been no fans in the stadium. If there were this season, I don't think he'd be here right now. I don't. I think Arsenal have got to be very, very careful. These protests is one thing. Arsenal fans will be back in the stadium next season. Anyhow, we have next season is similar to this. I'll tell you something. It'll be visual. It'll be there for all to see. Do you know what I'm saying? Because a lot of Arsenal...
I hope so. I hope so.
I really do.
Because I must admit, I kind of...
It's been lucky, Chick, to be honest.
I kind of subscribe to Diesel's way of thinking in the sense that I think Mikel Arteta rides his luck when it comes to certain things. You know, a good example is, look at today, right? My phone, I shit you not, teased the fuck out of me today. I woke up, my phone goes, boo-boo, and I see Arsenal sack manager. I'm like, huh? Woke up properly, and I see Arsenal sack bold. Yeah. And I'm like, how the fuck? I'm like, this guy.
What a waste of wood.
Amazing at dodging axes. Amazing. And I must admit, you know, you wonder, is this going to continue? You know, is he really ever going to be sacked? Is this going to look like a genius move in 6 months' time, like I'm sure Terry's hoping, where, you know, Arsenal show patience and eventually Arteta gets it right, and, you know, he looks like a genius. In my personal opinion, the reason why we will never win a league under Kroenke is because we don't show the urgency required in order to be ruthless enough to win these competitions. And that's where someone like Chelsea is completely different. Granted, they're losing today, but then give me fucking Chelsea's position every time. They're in a Champions League final. They're in a Champions League final. They were in an FA Cup final. You know, they have had a good season. They're in a top four. You know, and you know, for me, they were in a shape where earlier this season, where we were 15th, they were 7th. They made a decision, just like we had a decision. Do we sack a manager who is a former club player? Mind you, in their case, he was a legend. In our case, he's not even a great.
Yeah.
But you know, they faced the exact same position. They made that ruthless decision. We will always dither. Basuma said, come and get us. Dither. Well, can we get him a couple of million cheaper? Let's think about it. Zaha, come and get me. Can we go for someone cheaper? We always do it. We dither. That's all we do. We're not ruthless enough. We don't move quickly. We're not ruthless businessmen like that. Yep. And the irony is, we're ran by businessmen.
Yeah, I totally agree. Totally agree with you there, Chick. And just quickly, just before I go on that, Chelsea have scored. They've scored this. They've got a goal back, so they're 2-1 now at Villa. And Tottenham have equalised. So Leicester 2, Spurs 2. So things could still change it in the last 10 minutes.
Oh, really? People cheered when Aubameyang came off. Wow.
You know what I mean?
Wow. Just going back to that. Just going back to that. What you just said there, Chick, because you just reminded me again. Diesel, wait until the fans are back. There's 10,000 fans in there today. Are they booing? Are they chanting Arteta out, or are they all Arteta in fans then?
Bit different. Tell 10,000 to 60, innit? And not only that. Not only that. Listen, let the what's the word? Let the occasion, yeah. Fans haven't been to a game in over a year, yeah. Let the novelty wear off of fans being allowed in the stadiums again. Wait until next season when it becomes the norm again, yeah. At the moment, it's the last game of the season, right? People are free now to go out, yeah. That does play a part in it, Till. It does play a part.
Because the passion you've got against this manager, like load of people have, you would have been singing or saying or took a sign today, Arteta out and things like that. That's what I'm saying. You would have done. Because the passion you've got against this manager, you don't want him here. You never
because he's not good enough, Terry.
That's what I'm saying. So why are you
what more have you got to see? Right? You seem to think, right, this summer coming up, as long as he gets funds, right, and he gets the players he wants, right, it'll work itself out. It's Terry. It's not a case of all he needs is new players. They've all regressed under him. He's not good. He's not.
How can they regress when the second half of the season it clearly shows?
Oh my God! Do you know what, Tel? You're in your 40s and you're saying all this. That is disgusting.
Diesel, are you that thick? Listen, why are Liverpool?
You're calling me thick. You're calling me thick.
Listen. Why are Liverpool in the Champions League place?
No.
Diesel, why are Liverpool in that place? Why are they in that place? Because in the first half,
let's look at other clubs, eh? Yeah.
They was quite bad, wasn't they? And in the second half of the season, they've come on strong, and now they've got themselves in the Champions League place. Fantastic for them. Well done. That's brilliant. But it's okay if we say about Liverpool's had a great second half.
Because I don't support Liverpool. So what would I say? Oh, my God.
Wow.
Oh, Chig, man. Even you must be looking at this thinking, Joe, what days are I see why you get so irate. Surely.
You don't want to listen to facts, do you? You don't want to listen to facts, Diesel, unfortunately.
You haven't got a leg to stand on. This manager, you've not got a leg to stand on. So you're calling me thick. Let me ask you a question, right? 99% of this chat room, other than that brainless Lone Star, yeah? Right? Other than him, every single person agrees this is the wrong man. If I'm thick, let me ask you a question. Are you calling them thick?
I didn't say them. I was
no, but they think the same as me. They're the same as me. Are they thick?
You gave me an example.
No, that's what can't answer it. Can't answer it.
So I gave you an example.
There you go. No, it's not an example. Not an example. Not an example.
In front of you.
Not an example, Terry. You was Arteta out after Villarreal. Don't forget that. Don't forget that. You was Arteta out. No one judged you. No one judged you, right? And then nothing's changed since then, and yet you've flopped back to that way. Let me tell you something now, right? I've always been consistent. You haven't. Okay? You can blame it on, I was angry after the game. We're angry after every single stream. I never changed direction. You did. Yeah? Now you've gone back to Arteta in, right? Why? What's changed? Right? The reason I don't want him to Terence, I can base it on fact. Fact, he's not tactically astute. He's been outsmarted by most managers this season. Look at the games we've lost. Look at the games we've lost at home. Yeah, but you're judging this season from January onwards. It's a 38-game season. It's not a season, Terry. Right? That is embarrassing in itself. It's embarrassing. The fact that you class a community shield as a trophy, that is embarrassing. That is embarrassing. Right? You still go on about the FA. That's embarrassing. That's embarrassing. So what? In 5 years' time, do we still? Yeah, but he won the FA in 2020.
You the other day done a stream on the Leicester and Chelsea game, and you was well over the moon for Leicester winning the FA Cup. What an experience for them! Brilliant that Brendan Rodgers, a manager now that's won the FA Cup. You was more happy for Brendan Rodgers.
Lone Star, I've blocked you, you fucking cunt, you wanker. I've got no brains. Lone Star, you're blocked. Go fuck yourself, you prick. Fuck off, you little cunt. Go on. No, listen, hang on a minute, right? I'm getting annoyed now. I've seen Lone Star in other chat rooms, right? Basically, more or less saying what I'm saying. Comes in our chat room, right? And he thinks he can flip-flop from one side. No, bollocks. No, real people in here. You're not a real one. You're a wrong one. Fuck yourself. Go on, carry on, Tel.
I was, mate.
No, bollocks. People like that, he's up your arse, mate. Yeah, I see him in other streams, right? He's Arteta out. He's saying the exact same thing I am. So I see his comments. He comes in here and he's bollocks. Go on, carry on. So fucking brave behind the keyboard. It winds me up. I've offered him out. How many times have I said, come on the stream, I'll send you a link? You want to shut me up, Lone Star? Shut me up. Come on the stream, I'll send you the link. Where are you? Hey? One of them. Texas, deep south, enough said. Fuck off. Go on.
I can't remember where I was, Weasel. Sorry, mate. What were we talking about?
This manager, he ain't good enough, Terence. I'm sorry. Listen, all we want to do, right? Listen, look, all joking aside, right? Without getting angry and shit, all we want to do, right? We just want a man, yeah? You said to me before, right? My dream is Diego Simeone. Of course, I'd love to have him here, love to. Will we?
Me too.
Right? I'd love to have Simeone here, right? But if he comes here, and he gets the same amount of time Arteta, and he's done nothing, right? I love him. Diego, love you, man. But you know what? You got to go, bruv.
One time. Straight up.
Yeah.
Straight up. And that's why you just have to be honest. Mind you, you're not wrong because you wanted a new manager. It just didn't work out with that particular person. That's all.
Yeah.
So
listen,
you know, for me,
both of you. You know what I mean? You're allowed to have who you want. Just by the way, 3-0 to the Hammers now. They're 3-0 up. Leeds are 3-0 up. I think the score. Man City are 5-0 up. And all the rest are still the same now, by the looks of it. Still, let me quickly go through them. Villa still 2-1 up against Chelsea. Leeds are 3-0 up. Newcastle beating Fulham 1-0. Arsenal beating Brighton 2-0. Excuse me. Leicester are still 2-2 with Spurs. Man City are 5-0 up against Everton. Liverpool 2-0 up against Palace. Sheffield United are 1-0 up against Burnley. Man United are still 2-1 up against Wolves. And still saying on mine that West Ham are 2-0.
Thank you, Ricardo. Exactly. Ain't just me. There you go.
I don't know. Tone, let us know if you're in the chat. What's going on with West Ham? You're still saying on mine 2-0. It's offside. It's offside, it's saying. That's still 2-0 at West Ham. Right. We all calm down now. We all calm down?
Yeah, man. I've been calm. Low Star, I think, set him off.
No, but Chig, listen, like you see my point in it. Like it's. Do you know what? I've got no issue, right? Anyone in the chat, I've got no issue.
Spurs have just scored a third. The
Spurs got a third.
The dream might be over. Yeah.
The dream might be over. Spurs, Gareth Bale, 87th minute. Have come in.
So what does that mean? Hang on.
That means Spurs will finish 7th.
We go to 8.
Come on.
That would be a good scenario, right?
It would.
Arsenal winning, them taking that stupid place in Europe, and then we could just focus on rebuilding for the league.
What does that mean to Leicester now?
So Leicester will go 5th So that'll be Europa, mate. Chelsea will get 4th.
Yeah, Chelsea get 4th.
West Ham 6th.
In the 4th place and all.
Well, hang on a minute. So, bloody hell. So Tottenham 3-2. I can't see Leicester. There's got to be, 2-3 minutes left. I can't.
Almost made Kane captain as well, my fantasy football team.
All right, what I'll do is Chig, you got the Arsenal game on, yeah?
Yeah.
I'll turn it over to that game so we can see what...
Newcastle 2-0 up.
There's 2 minutes of normal time left. I obviously don't know how many injury time because obviously I ain't been watching it. So, Tony, is this saying 3-0 or 2-0 now?
Oh my gosh! And Joe Willock did not score the second goal. That's the biggest shocker there.
Who's that? Sorry,
that Joe Willock did not score a Newcastle goal. Can you believe it? It was Sebastian Shaw that got the second
put it
one.
down for an own goal.
No. Newcastle got a second goal. It was a penalty. Sebastian Shaw.
Patrick, listen, mate. I can only listen. I've offered him about 3 or 4 times, bruv. He's bottled it each and every time. All right, I've not got a Twitter or Instagram account. We'll make one up so I can send you the link and then cancel it, like delete it. That's all he's got to do. No bottle. It's not me, guys. Yeah, Willock scored the first goal.
Leicester have got a corner here in the last 9 minutes.
Villa are beating Chelsea 2-1. That's mad.
Yeah, they're beating them. Traore and El Ghazir got the Villa goals and Chilwell's got Chelsea's goal.
5-0 Man City. Ras. Aguero 2 goals, you know. Signing off in style.
Wow,
Signing off in style, yeah. So I'm assuming if Spurs get 7th, which it's looking like, yeah, how are you going to filter?
Say that again, mate. I was just looking at this. Terry, there's 35,000 people subscribed to this channel and only 100 people watching it, the same ones, because they can't put up with you talking put. Well, if I'm talking put... Oh, my God, is that a goal? Leicester. Offside. Leicester nearly equalised, but it's offside. Well, then all I can say is thank you for your comment, Chopper Reed. Sorry, I really appreciate that. And
stick a like on the video.
If you don't like what I'm saying, then please, by all means, unsubscribe and go over to the robot ones that just want to speak about, obviously, the protest and 100 people turning up there. So by all means, go over to there. It's not a problem. And spouting their shit.
Oh, it's full time. Hang on.
Full time where?
Us.
Us, yeah.
Oh, yeah, it's coming up. Yeah.
Well, thank you for your comment anyway, Chopper Reed. I appreciate it, mate.
Yeah. Other than what Terry just said there, Chopper, if you could stick a like.
Make sure you subscribe.
Or dislike. I don't care. Either one. It'll work for the channel out. Thank you very much.
Oh, do you know what? Mate, I'm open. Listen, I don't want that conference, man. So I'm a little bit. I'm just waiting for the final whistle to go at Leicester Spurs, because I just look at it as a hindrance. You know, Europa League is different. You know, I'd quite like to win the Europa League. If we can't get in the Champions League, obviously the Europa, I'll take that. I'm not taking no third conference crap.
So that's 2 8th place finishers for Mikel ARTETA.
Thank you very much.
We're improving, Chick. We're improving, mate. We're progressing. You know, if you can't see it, Chick, there's something wrong with you. That's what I get told. 8th place, 8th. You know, 8th. With a squad like that.
All of a sudden, this is what I'm saying. Here you go with the reaction, Rory. 7th place. We don't want that. We don't want that because, you know what I mean? We don't want the Europa League fucking shit, whatever. Now we drop down one place and we come out of that. Oh, it's the worst season we've ever had.
No, you're right, Till, because 7th is so much, it's so different, mate, isn't it? So different,
It's so much better. It's so much better than being a relegation team, innit? Hey, like you were saying at the beginning of the season, Diesel. So much better.
Do you know what? I never thought I'd see a day where a manager, just because he's good looking and he wears Gucci.
I know, right?
You know what I mean? I never thought I'd see a day where people were just so blinded by it. Like,
not only that, listen, I can't go against someone that sends me the Arsenal top and then comes round and has a bit of bubbles with me and some strawberries afterwards. You know what I mean? We can go over the game. We can talk about what went wrong and what was good. And then hopefully I can ask him and tell him what players to get next season, and it might all come good next season. No one wants to talk about that, though, would they? That's what I'm saying. It's all that he's going to get it wrong. No one wants to look at...
It's always next season, isn't it? Next season.
Always next season, yeah. Same with Emery. If we would have given him time, he might have turned out to be that experienced manager that was brilliant. You know, that was all right to give him time. You know what I mean? It's not a problem with you, is it? You could say that. You could say that.
More justified. It would be more justified than giving a novice.
Yeah.
When he's not proven.
Chig, you gone really, really low again, or is that me?
No, it might be me. He would have been more justified because at least he would have shown or justified in the past in previous jobs that you can bring success to a club. What has Mikel Arteta done?
Again, that's not guaranteed, is it? That's your opinion, Chig.
It's not guaranteed, no. But
nothing's guaranteed, Derek.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. What you just saying, the way you say it, Diesel, and everybody else at Arteta is we're just wasting our time, and nothing good is going to happen at the beginning of next season. Nothing whatsoever.
Not while he's here. No.
Right. So that's exactly. So there's some people out there that do want Arteta in still, that can see the facts that's in front of them, right? There's nothing stopping us, even with the team that we've got now, right? The team that we've got now, going into next season and taking that form forward. I'm not saying that we will. But that second half of the season, there's nothing stopping us from taking that form into next season. And if we did, guess what? We'd be second or third in the league. And Tottenham had just scored again. Oh, no. Yes. They scored again. 4-2. Gareth Bale.
Come on.
Out. I mean, Schmeichel didn't even go for it. He was out already. All right, let me just have a look at this replay. It was a big mistake by the two defenders. Bale went through. No tackle goes in. Splits them open. Shoots. Hits the post. Comes back and then falls to Bale. And now, obviously, Tottenham have knocked Leicester out of the Champions League for next season. They will definitely be in the Europa League. And they will finish in front of us in 7th place, meaning that they get the Europa League conference now. Surely we should be laughing at them now. Can we laugh at them? Is that allowed? Because obviously we didn't want that. We didn't want that. We can laugh at Tottenham now.
Tottenham.
But that's all Bale contributes.
We didn't want to go to the Conference League. Now they're going in it. Surely we can laugh at them now because they've got it. Or no, we won't be able to do that because they're finished above us, Terry. They're finished above us. They finished in 7th place.
Chig, you know what? I struggle now, bro, didn't you? That's all.
Me personally, if that's all Bale contributes, I'm loving it. Thank you, Bale. I do not want to be in that bullshit anywhere.
Serious question here, Chig. I mean, do you think he'd go back to Real Madrid next season and be a part of their squad now, seeing Zidane is leaving?
That is interesting. I must admit, I don't see him being at Madrid, regardless of whether Zidane is there or not. But I think I could see him going to I could potentially see him going to America, getting a big move to America somewhere.
Oh yeah. Well, that's
I don't think Spurs will take him on again. I don't think Spurs will.
They can't. They can't afford it now.
Yeah. Full time, so they will finish in 7th place. Villa is still going on with Chelsea, but it doesn't matter now. Chelsea are guaranteed that fourth place, even though they've lost. Man City is still going on 5-0 against Everton. Liverpool.
So we were talking about how gutted you look.
Who, me?
Yeah, they missed out
I'm
on
not
Europe.
gutted.
You are, Till.
Listen, I'm glad that we didn't finish 7th because I would have. I'm still going to have Arteta come round and get in the hot tub with me and share a bone with him.
Chop it
And
up.
a strawberry. Do you know what I mean? We'll talk over the season. Do you know what I mean? That's what I'm saying.
Oh my God!
Anyway, getting back to it, getting back to what I was saying, boys, and that is, what if we do carry that form in over to next year, and we get rid of some players, and he gets some players in like Bazuma, and some players that that even Diesel wants, and I doesn't, I'd love to have them, Max Aarons, or what's his name, the Brighton right back.
Lamptey,
you know what I mean? Moving forward with that second half of the season form, with new players, with the youngsters all, hopefully all stay fit, with Tierney staying fit and things like that. What is there not to like about that, Chig?
Yeah, but here's the thing. This is what I love.
I know what he's going to say.
This is the dream for the Arteta fans, is that this is what will happen. What if it does not happen? What if we do not spend? What if we don't spend money? That's my question. Because what I don't want is, if you are clinging on to, what if we do this and we do that and we do this and we do that, and none of this or that happens, I don't want to hear no shit about, let's wait until January. Let's wait until next year.
Which is what you will say, Tel. Come on.
No, I would get rid of him.
You will find some sort of excuse. You will.
I've been saying that from the start. He's got until Christmas next year, once he gets his players, from the start, when this manager come in, from the start. Christmas next season, once he gets all the players out and the deadwood out and all that rubbish, and he can start getting his own players in, then let's see what happens then. If he's still going backwards then, but like I said, Chig, if it goes the other way and Arsenal are in second place, Diesel's already come out and said, no, I will still sack him. I don't
rate him. Yeah, that's right.
Exactly.
Only going to Solskjaer, right, is finished second in the league. I think he's a terrible man. I don't rate him. Right? Don't get blinded by these leagues. Listen, this is a season unlike any other, right, we've ever seen. Yeah, you'd never have seen West Ham up there. All due respect, you wouldn't have. Right? Can they do it again next season when things resume back to normal? Let's see. My question to Chig is, and I've bloody well forgot what I was going to say here. Oh, yeah, that was it. Hang on. That was it. Oh, what was it you just said there, Tel? Oh, Christ.
What about, if we were second, you would want him gone?
No, before that. What did you say before that about the players? He gets his own players.
I've been saying from the start when I wanted Arteta that I would give him until December, because that's what I've been saying from the start. That it?
Oh, no, that's what I was going to say. Sorry. All right. Question to Chig. So I know what you think, Tel. Yeah. Question to Chig. Right. All I keep hearing is from Terry. When he gets his own players. Forgive me if I'm wrong here. Are the majority of these players not his players already? Like, that's all I keep hearing. Once he gets his own players, like the majority of this squad are his now. Do you know what I mean? There's this myth that he's not got any, nothing here is his. It's like, Matt, come on, man.
There's also another theory that he's got this. Like, people seem to think that he's holding a gun to his head and playing Granit Xhaka, playing the likes of Hector Bellerin. No, mate, you were playing them. Up until very recently, you were playing them both, because you clearly rate something about both of them. And like you said, it just seems to be this. There is a narrative driven by certain Arsenal fans, and that is the frustration. I think, like you said, for a very rare moment last week, we were all on the same page that this manager should go. And then all of a sudden, you dangle 7th around their noses. People were like, oh, maybe we can still get Europe. Exactly. Now Europe is gone. And Europe deserved to go. I said this last week. Why do we deserve Europe anyway? Because it would have just masked over what was a terrible season, you know? And to say that we deserved anything or warranted anything off the back of such a terrible season, I don't care what our phone guy says. If my phone guy still says that I'm in the red, then I'm in the red. I don't care. Ultimately, if I'm 17th, but I was first for the last 3 weeks, great. But I'm 17th.
Yeah.
So,
Exactly.
and that's the way I see it. I'm going to get paid as though I'm 17th. My prize money is 17th.
Yeah.
I'm going to look at it like that. So the way I see it is, for me, you know, I'm kind of accepted the fact, begrudgingly, that this man's going to be here next season. You know, for Arsenal, I pray that when it comes to decision day, that we're swift and we act quickly. You know, no matter what happens, that we're swift and act quickly. And I base that, not because I want him to fail. And ultimately, if he changes my mind and I eat humble pie, I'm a big man. I like to eat. Give me a slice of that humble pie. If he changes my mind and becomes the greatest manager ever, not a problem. But based on what I've seen, I am not holding my breath.
No, I totally get that. But were you just talking about the transfer window there? Or you want us to act quickly?
I'm talking about the fact that when it comes to December and we don't see an improvement.
Oh, right, yeah.
In the performance, so I want us to sack him without dithering, without doing what we usually do when it comes to making important decisions. Actually, being swift and decisive.
Well, even before that, Chief, if he's not doing it, that's what I said. If he's not doing it, and we clearly are going backwards after getting rid of all the shit that we've got in this team, and he's gone out and bought players in this transfer window, and he's still not doing it, then yes, I'm 100% with you. Get rid of him. Get rid of him. I'm 100% with you. But just on the, you know what I mean? Like I said, because I've said it from the start, Stephen will tell you, you know what I mean? Kenny will tell you, anyone will tell you. I said it from the start that it would take us a long time to get rid of these players anyway, because that's Arsenal. We're not a Chelsea. We're not a Man City. People can sit there and lie to themselves and make out that we are. We might, you know, but we're not. We don't do business in that way. So I'm not going to sit here and say, yes, we should do, because I know we should do. Everyone knows we should do. But it's never going to happen. We've never done it under Kroenke.
Well, guys, I'm going to head off. Do some play ratings with Mr. Lee, Gunner, and Ola. So thank you for having me on, man. I always
enjoy time, man. Really fun. Cheers, Chig.
Thanks,
Chig.
Thanks, mate.
Yeah, the best, man. Love you, Chig. That one. Oh, man.
Thanks, Chig.
Speak soon, brother. Well, guys.
Big up Kenny.
Well.
You happy that we haven't got the what is it, the Conference League?
Harry, stop the clock.
I'm just happy we won a football match and that we played well. And as I said before, you know, there's been no trips to Albania on the 8th in May. And let's just say, no trips to Albania, and we're going to get our season ticket renewals tomorrow. So the prices are going to be very, very interesting, Terry.
Well,
European football.
I've heard these. Ken, that it's going to be the same.
It's going to be the same, even though we're not in Europe. That's interesting.
I've heard that it's going to be the same, and I can't remember what they said. And they're going to add a couple of games from the FA Cup and the Coca-Cola Cup and things like that, and add them to it instead.
Oh, interesting.
So we don't even know how far we're going to go in that competition. I mean, I've only heard that, Ken. I've only heard that. That's not 100% gospel or whatever. I'm just saying that's the rumours I've been hearing.
All right. So basically, the situation is that we're not going to be in Europe. You have a situation where a lot of some fans have had to be furloughed. I mean, less money coming in, so you'll still do the charge and what you're charging them in the event of a full season without the Europa League, which you were charging for. That's interesting, very interesting. But then again, if you want to justify the prices, then that means the manager has to be playing proper teams in Europe in the Coca-Cola Cup. It's imperative.
Yeah.
If especially you're going to have full crowds, and it's not going to go. If these crowds are not going to go on, I'm not going to go on. How to say it? On a sort of £5 a game, £10 a game, then yes, you have to pay full crowds. But interesting point is that when they were talking about season ticket renewals, they said fans could have another holiday this next season. So that could be in the event of not many crowds coming in because they're still going to have restrictions, or they recognise the fact that some fans have been furloughed and maybe in sort of financial strife. So they probably want a year to get back to normal. So that is the conundrum. But in terms of today, Diesel, Terry, football's a funny old game, isn't it? You gave a speech at half time, and you've got to reverse it a tiny bit.
Yeah, no, I've got to reverse it. Tottenham done well, come back. They, you know what I mean? To come back at Leicester, you know what I mean? When they was going for Champions League football, I mean, they've got to be gutted. Let's be honest, Leicester and Lee Chappie, our good mate Lee Chappie, because they've had a great season, but once again, they lost that last season, and they've lost that this season again. So that's 2 years on a trot.
No, I think at the end of the day, Leicester, there's a reason why Leicester are not in the Champions League. They've lost about 9 games at home this season, and when you lose that amount of games at home this season, then you've only got yourselves to blame. I mean, Newcastle bodying them 4-2, Spurs beating them 4-2, Fulham going there and winning, West Ham going there and winning, Aston Villa winning there, Man City have won there as well. Okay,
Yeah.
so really and truly, it doesn't look. They've only got themselves to blame because they've got themselves, a great opportunity. They played well, but just maybe, it's a situation where, Vardy didn't score the goals required, and they relied heavily on a Hanacho. But that's the season now. Liverpool finished third. To be honest, they went on a good run. And, questions need to be asked of Jurgen Klopp, in my opinion. Why play your best midfielders in central defence, where all teams have to do is put an extra man in midfield because you haven't got your best midfielders in there, and just hit the ball over the top because you're playing a high line because you can't press properly. And that's why Liverpool lost a lot of games in Anfield. If they had so much, have only just lost 2 out of those games when that bad run, I think there'll be changes for the title. But it's been a season where a lot of managers, including our one, have been contributory to the bad results and the bad league finishes they've had this season.
No, you're right, mate. You're right. Look, like I said, my TV's not there. Like you said, no, well done to Tottenham. They finished above us. I mean, really, in all truthfulness, they should have finished above us. Let's not beat around the bush. They should have done. You know what I mean? They had a fantastic first half of the season. You know what I mean? They won the league back in November. I was getting shouted at by, especially Diesel, you know what I mean, saying, that's my manager, Terry, that's my manager. Oh, look, we've
He's at it again.
We've got a special guest here. We've got Lily. Leanne, how you doing, Leanne? Can you hear us?
Hi, Leanne.
Is he? Oh, he has. Oh, yeah. I've been on the tube. What's happening? Yeah. Where are we in the table? What's the score?
You done well. You done well in the end, didn't you? 4-2. Well done to Tottenham.
I heard on the tube that Spurs won 4-2. Is that right?
Yep.
Is it really right? Wow. Yeah.
4-2. No, well done. Well done to Tottenham. Well done to Gareth Bale getting 2 goals. But a lot of Arsenal fans now, like Diesel and Kenny and that, will be happy because we haven't got to play the Europa City League now. And you have.
Yeah, but you're happy as well, tell about it as well.
Do you know what I mean? See, at the start of this stream, right, you see like Terry, yeah, rinsing you lot, Leanne, rinsing. So now look.
So, Terry, Fourth place.
Never open your mouth until the final whistle, Terence. There you go. Learn your lesson.
Fourth place is a dream then, yeah?
Fourth place.
Fourth place is a dream. Finished, eh? Your fourth place dream. Or was it sixth place? What were you going for again?
We're going where you got 7.
Yeah, but where the table is, I just need to know so I can organise my mug tree when I get home. What mug am I putting at the top?
Just quickly, we've got a super chat here from Anish. Thank you very much. He says, okay, the season's over and we are out of Europe. No excuses, no more excuses now for missing top 4. Not top 6, FA Cup, League Cup, the Shield. Exactly. No, I agree with you, Anish, on that one. Thank you very much for your super chat there. We can, I had a bit of steak last night, so I don't know about steak tonight, Diesel. Bit of pie mash, maybe.
Diesel, where's your hat gone?
I was raging earlier on, baby. It blew away. So all the steam coming out. Do you know what I mean? I can't find it now.
I heard
Terry, look what you've done to him. Look what you've done to himself.
Listen, I just wanted to drop on, jokes aside, I think both teams played well for what I know about football. At least you scored some goals. That's better than previous. But yeah, I just wanted to drop in and just say well done for the whole season and look forward to seeing some different streams through the summer before the new season starts. Yep. And we finish top again. So
exactly.
For that, I've got to go because my mum's hungry. Apparently she's owed dinner. Yeah, so I better feed her.
We have dinner.
Wait, you've got 3 seconds. So much love to you all anyway. Oh, I've just seen Kenny on the stream as well. Sorry, everyone's really small on the phone. I can't see it. Much love, Kenny, as well. So yeah, good job, guys. And I will see you.
Darling.
I will see you next week.
Give my regards to your lovely mother there.
Yes, hello, everyone.
Give my regards to your lovely mother there.
I will do. Once she's been fed and she's not hungry anymore, because
hangry. That's a lot of us get hangry. We're not eating.
I've got the dessert here. Right, if she's got a sweet tooth, I've got the dessert.
You got the dessert, right? Fair play. I'll let her know. Yeah, guys. I'll see you soon.
See you later.
All right, cheers, babe. Later on.
What was that about a brownie there?
Brownie. That's more like a chocolate log.
Oh, God, what have I turned up to,
Christmas log.
Strudel.
You know what? Football. I'm just looking at Liverpool's last 10 results, and you can see why they got the top 4. They won every game, really, with the exception of the 2 draws against Leeds and Newcastle. Joe Willock aside.
Who's that? Sorry, what was you saying, Ken?
Liverpool.
Liverpool's last 10 results from Wolves. They've won every game except for 2 where they drew at home to Newcastle and away to Leeds. Joe Willock. And again, Joe Willock scored again, 8th game in a row.
Do you know what I mean? That's mad, isn't it? He's broken a record, doesn't he?
Ken, don't forget, it's a 38-game season. So if they would have done that at the beginning, they would have been...
Sorry to say it. Yeah, I know. You know what? I'm not celebrating the fact that Liverpool...
I'd let him do it to you, Ken.
I'm not celebrating the fact. I'm just saying,
I'm joking, mate.
Mind you, I'll tell you one thing, right? I'll tell you one thing. I'm just watching Sky Sports. Graham Souness and Kelly Cates. They are both wet as anything. It is pouring in Liverpool. Let's see what's happening in Manchester. They're always raising Manchester.
Oh yeah.
I don't know. Oh no, I've got Jamie Redknapp on. I better turn over, should I?
Well, listen. I'm sure we'll do a stream in a couple of days. We can go over the season and see where it all went wrong and why Mikel shouldn't be our manager and blah, blah, blah and whatever. But, you know, we can sort that out. But, I mean, just your thoughts on today, Ken.
I thought today's performance was a very good performance. I think we worked our nuts off in terms of, like, without the ball. I like to swear we were really, really compact. Brighton, even when Brighton had kind of clear-cut chances, we managed to get the blocks in. And, you know, the only chance where you thought, well, what's happened here was the chance with Colony in the 51st minute. But apart from that, great performance by Pepe. Odegaard, sharp, like created a lot of chances. Smith Rowe, strong running. And, you know, it was a good finish, good for the fans to get a victory. Yeah, but missed opportunity because Josh Kroenke was actually there to watch the game.
Yeah. Diesel didn't know that until we in the stadium, did you, Diesel?
What's that?
Kroenke being
no, I didn't know. Someone, I think obviously Leanne told us. Someone told her when she was outside the stadium there, but it was only even then I thought, nah, surely not. It's only until obviously the camera went to him. I was like, oh, that's Josh. He's actually there. So he would have seen all of that. He would have, you know. But listen, it's has it made an impact? We don't know. You know, people are asking me now, Tell and Ken. You know, these are like, where do you think Arsenal are going to end up next season? You can't really answer it until the summer's done. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Do you know what I mean? Because obviously, you know, you're going in blind. You don't know. You can't.
Well,
you can't answer it.
Guys, to a certain extent, you can, because one thing you will know, you'll know who's going to kind of win the league, because you know, like if I think sometimes between when you get to like October, November, you kind of know who the top two are going to be, because like they're going to go on runs, you know, they're going to like be secure in whatever European competition they're going to play. So you kind of know that probably by November that Arsenal are not going to challenge for the title. I think that's when things become clear, and then maybe when you get to probably March, April, you'll probably find out whether we're going to challenge for Europe. And then if we have what we had last season, last day, anything could happen. It could be Conference League, Europa League, Champions League. So you just don't know with Arsenal. But again, it's whether people get brave enough. You know, if things are really, really bad as they were last year, then a decision will have to be made.
Sorry, just to go by this Arsenal manic. Sorry. So Terry, what is next for this channel? Are you guys planning to maybe cover the Euros or do summer transfer news a few times per week? All of what you said, mate. Me and Diesel will be getting together this week. We're definitely, without a shadow of a doubt, be doing a member stream sometime next week, and we'll be doing streams every day on the transfer window, especially if any breaking news come up on any club, to be honest, with a good signing, whatever, especially Arsenal anyway. So everyone, please put your notification bell on our YouTube channel, because we will be going out on the quick if there is breaking news, just so you know that we'll be going out live. But we will be having set shows, and we will be doing the Euros. Kenny Ken will be helping us out. Obviously, we've got Glenn. There'll be a load of people helping us out covering the Euros too. So, we'll be doing everything. Diesel, is that right?
No. I'm joking. No, of course it is. And listen,
on your own.
Do you know what I mean? Arsenal manic, because I've seen a lot of your comments, and you're one of the
Diesel's department.
Oh, listen, I'm trying to get that passed. Yeah, if I can, then obviously, it's not a problem. Listen, we want to be doing a bit of everything. All joking aside, the main thing, what we want to try and do is obviously we want shows on here every single day. We want to do streams daily. They're not always going to be an hour long, because obviously, as you can appreciate, guys, we have got families, we've both got full-time jobs, etc. But if we can do streams every day, it could be an hour, it could be half an hour, 20 minutes even. It's something. Arsenal Manic is the one of the very few who always making comments about, obviously, he wants to see more content on the channel, and I couldn't agree with you more. We do need to do more. There's two of us. You know what I mean? So, we're looking at Terry maybe doing some day, like what Claude used to do, daily streams. Obviously, I work during the day. So of an evening, we'll always be together as much as we can. But if we have to go solo sometimes, we'll do that as well. We're going to be getting some people on going forward. No wrong uns, just real ones. Yeah, let me just point that out. Only real people are coming on this channel from now on. So, yeah, we will be doing that going forward as well. Tony Rolfe, blimey. Tony.
He's come out of hiding.
He's come out of hiding. What you been, Tom?
Hope you're well, Tony. Hope you're well, mate.
Oh, like Marley's ghost. Look.
Well done, mate. Well done for reaching the Champions League. And, even though you lost, but no, well done. You've done it in the end. So, well done. I'm just going back to that
question I want to ask you guys.
Hold up, things. Kenny, 2 seconds. Once again, going back to the sex show, it'll be called in the BANSTAS OnlyFans. All right.
Okay, fair enough. One question is about the show, and one's a footballing matter as well. The first question is: I'm assuming that you'll be doing something with the Champions League final next week, or is that just a?
No, we're doing that. Yep.
Yeah.
All
so
over that.
I'll keep my eye on that. Also, question one thing which no one's going to talk about is Man United went the whole season unbeaten away from home. Any other season, they win the league. So
yeah,
and basically they played the kids and they still managed to beat Wolves 2-1. So I don't know what that says about Man United, but it just shows you what a season they've had. Yet, had it not been for like teams like Arsenal beating them at the Old Trafford, who knows what they would have done this season? You know what I mean? Oh yes, workout videos, but that'll be a members only stream. Workout videos. It won't be only fans because I'll be dressed when I do the workout videos. I'll be dressed, so it'll be members streams as well. Like the workout videos. But it's been like a big season. It hasn't gone our way, and it's one of the things is that we just pray that one of these days that we start competing and we start having a team that we can all boast about to our mates who support other clubs. Because at the moment, we're just taking the punches. And, as much as, not everyone can win the game, it's going to be hard watching the Europa League final this Wednesday. I'm sure you guys are going to do something with that as well. Because, that's another competition Arsenal not in. And I'm sure we'll all be supporting Villarreal. But next Saturday, again, 2 English clubs in the Champions League final. We're not part of that. So that if you look at the standards that Arsenal need to go by, look at the 2 finals, the Europa League final and Champions League final. And this is where we've missed out, and this is where we need to improve as a football club and as a team.
Just out of interest, quickly, who are you supporting, Kenny, next Saturday?
No one. No one. I don't support the English clubs in Europe. You should know that by now.
How bad is that? Look, we are the only London team not in Europe. How bad is that?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. It's because but again, that's an indictment of with the standards that have dropped at the football club and how complacent we were under Arsene. Things like this were bound to happen. Complacency, as I always says, kills. Always kills, doesn't it? Especially when you're at a big club like Arsenal. You have to think about tomorrow. You know what I mean? And then Arsenal haven't done that. We just assumed that we were going to go be in the Champions League forever. You know what I mean? It just didn't happen. But you know what? Season's over. We've got a ton of football league. I don't know about you, but I'm going to be watching every game of the Euros as much as I would love to. And I'm going to be all over it like a rash. You watch my Instagram. Every goal is going to get captured on my Instagram. And I'm sure you're going to be doing something similar. The Euros.
I think what we can do is make up some celebration dances.
Definitely. But you've got to remember, right? There's Irish people watch this show. There's people from Italy, France. Yeah. Every how many teams are in the Euros at the moment? 30 some. Is it 24 teams tournament or 32?
32, isn't it? I think I'm not. Yeah,
32 team tournament. It's going to be a month of football bonanza. It's going to be, and I say this with the greatest respect to the World Cup and greatest respect to the countries that England played in the World Cup 3 years ago. but we're going to be seeing some heavyweight teams in the Euros, which means the best team probably in the world will win the Euros because the competition is strong. So I'm going to be all over that like a fly on. Kids are watching.
LG
White on
and
rice.
LG and Diesel. Fulham 2. Fulham 2.
Yes, yeah. Fulham and Palace. Yeah. Fulham. When do the Euros kick off? When does it start? When does it start?
Euros start. The Euros start on the first game is Turkey versus Italy. It's Turkey versus Italy in Rome.
What's the exact date? Do you know?
That's fitting, though, isn't it?
It's on Friday. It's on a Friday, the 11th of June.
Oh, okay, cool.
And that's fitting, though, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. It is.
That's fitting for the man up there, Italy.
Hey, you know something, right? I know something. You know what? I'm not a fan of Eurovision Song Contest, but bloody hell, the Italy won the Eurovision Song Contest yesterday. And can you imagine? I'm sure the man.
Did they win it?
Italy won the Eurovision Song Contest. I can just imagine a great man saying, "What a load of shit that is!" But
what did we get?
His country done it.
What did we get? Nil point.
Nil point.
Forza Italia, Kenny. Forza Italia.
I think what's happened, right? What's happened, right? Is like what's going to happen in the future. Can you imagine Italy winning the European Championships? Can you imagine it? I've personally, if we move from, I'm sure you're going to do a prediction show how your things are going to go, but I just think watch Spain. Do not ignore Spain at your peril because Spain are playing beautiful football and they're a dark horses for this tournament.
Yeah,
you've heard it first.
I agree, boys.
Love the way Spain play, the technique.
They play football out of this world.
Yeah. No, I totally agree. Yeah, but listen, we're going to be covering so much of that Euros. Ken, you don't even have to ask, mate. You're always welcome. You know that.
Oh, thank you so much. At the moment, guess what? I've just seen Noel Gallagher's ugly face. Sorry. Yeah, it seems like Man City getting a title. They're all there.
Don't look back in anger, Kenny. Don't look back in anger.
Hey, you know Dan Lawless of the West Ham channel. He said something really interesting. He got me thinking. He said something. I probably don't agree with that. Oasis are the most overrated group out there. And I said why? And I said why? And he said, Ken, their songs all sound the same. And I was thinking about that. And I was thinking, well, hang on here. He's got a bit of a point. If you look at their first couple of albums, there is a similar beat to their songs. Don't you agree, Diesel?
I don't know. Overrated. No, they're quality, man.
No, I don't think they're overrated.
I'll be honest.
I don't think they're overrated.
Beatles. I love the Beatles, but
but if you look at the beats of their sounds, if you look at some of the singles in the first album and maybe in the second album as well, they're kind of quite similar, especially the beats and everything. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's a similar sound. It's look, I'm going to shock you two, right, by saying this, and I think I'm going to lose all credibility that I've gained in this chat room, yeah.
As long as you don't say you like ABBA.
No, but I'm not far off, yeah. it's ABBA, not Shabba. No, but I'm a massive. I've been to a concert. I'm a massive fan of the Pet Shop Boys, right? Now. Okay. Yeah, Islington Boys, come on, Kenny, right? But
the boys. Yeah, but you know the bear. The bear used to be their bodyguard, didn't it?
That's it. That's it. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Yes, that's how I sort of know of him. That's why when he passed away, some of these big YouTube channels, I'm so surprised and shocked and disgusted, if I'm honest. None of them done any sort of tribute video to him because everyone knew him. Only proper Arsenal fans know him, or know of him.
In terms of the bear lost his life in 2007. I don't think YouTube was massive at that time, but I think if it was YouTube was massive then, he would have got a big send off, as you know what I mean. And he did get a big send off as well. Although I think the club did their best to try and pretend that he didn't exist, but you can't do that with a great man like the bear.
Yeah. No, exactly. That's what I'm saying. But yeah, when we're talking about sort of similar sound, if you listen to like a lot of their songs, it's that sort of similar electronic.
Oh yeah, the Pet Shop Boys. But you can say the same. I suppose you can say the same
Boys,
about
man.
New Order as well. They maybe they're
yeah, I like
New Order and all that. But you know, at the moment, right, I've got some right. It looks like there's a procession, right? Trophy the Premier League trophy is about to be presented, but it looks like Man City have got the whole staff there. It looks like they got the masseurs. They looks like they've got the security guards out there. All got the champion shirt. They've got the U team coming out now. It looks like they've really like got a tan. They really want to make a big celebration of this. So all the staff members are out there. I'm just waiting for the under 23s. Oh, the Premiership trophy's coming out. So Premiership trophies coming out.
I don't know if you're going to carry on, Diesel.
Yeah, go on, mate. I'll
save us some of your dinner. Make sure you put some horseradish sauce on the beef.
before that, I'm in the
you got a roast. What you got? You got a roast.
He always has a roast on a Sunday.
You got a roast.
Oh, you got a roast on a Sunday. Sunday's roast, mate.
East End boy like that.
Sunday is definitely roast, mate. Not only that, I'm dying for a Jimmy Riddle.
What's that? Roast beef, chicken, lamb. We got.
I got chicken today. Roast potatoes, roasted veg. Oh, Yorkshire puddings, stuffing. All followed with a bit of gravy on top. Lovely jubbly.
Yeah, I've got lamb.
You need to cross your legs, mate.
You can't see down below. You can't see down below, but I'm literally dancing with my legs. You know what I mean? So
I'll tell you one thing. I'll tell you one thing. Right, someone's going to slip on that covering on the covering when they get this Premiership trophy. It's pissing itself down in Manchester. Richard Masters, the Premier League chairman, is about to present the trophy. I suggest the players wear some nice footwear. Basically, wear some boogers, mate. Don't wear any of your boots or you're going down, mate. It's going to be like aubameyang dropping the FA Cup in this one. And Dairy Cup, Brian Kidd's there. The Pep's coaching staff is there. All of them there. You know, masseurs. Diesel, you watching this?
I'll see you soon, mate. I'll see you soon.
No, I'm not.
Don't worry, Diesel. I'll do the
Diesel, I'll give you a bell later on, yeah?
All right, mate. All right, later on.
Diesel, thanks a lot, everyone. Speak to you all soon, and we'll see you definitely in the week. We'll be doing more streams. Thank you very much for joining us. See you soon.
Hey, Diesel, is it we just stay and see them get a trophy, and then I'll let you go?
Yeah, go on, mate. Yeah, no worries.
Yeah.
In fact,
so basically, Brian Kidd, can you imagine it? Brian Kidd's got the best of both worlds. When Man United dominating, he won all these medals for Man United with Fergie.
Yeah.
He falls out of Fergie, goes to Man City, and now
he's doing the same again.
I mean,
yeah,
Jesus Christ. And as we speak, Pep Guardiola's coming out. He's getting a handshake, getting a cuddle from someone in his seat. They've got everyone coming out. You got Scott Carson, hardly ever played. He's coming out. So's Stefan.
Oh, God, I remember him, Scott Carson.
Yeah, so Carson, all of them are out. I don't know what they're wearing, but Pep Guardiola's getting instructions. Yeah, he's not wearing someone's wearing a mask. I think they all got their order in which they got to go out in. Don't think Pep's listening anyway, but bloody hell, some of those City players look massive. You know what I mean? I know you talk about Silk. Go on Sky Sports 401.
Oh, is it Sky Sports, yeah?
Yeah, Sky Sports 401. But I'll tell you now, right? The crowd are still at Main Road, City Manchester Stadium, and they are going you know, they're all expectant. You know, can you imagine it? That those fans went 35 years without winning the trophy. Guardiola's coming out, running out. Don't slip, Pep. Don't slip. Don't slip. What are you wearing? Oh, he's got those shoes again.
I love Pep.
He's getting a lap of honour. He doesn't know what's going to hit him. He better not slip, Pep. Don't slip. It's wet. Yeah. Scott Carson's got the right footwear. He's got his trainers on. Pep, don't slip. He's running. Yeah, he's talking to Masters, getting a handshake, getting his medal.
Right, I'm on it.
You on it, yeah? You may be a bit behind me.
Yeah, I probably am actually. He's coming out now, Guardiola. He's coming out of the tunnel.
Right.
He's running out.
So not much behind, yeah. So he's got his medal, and now I think the next people coming up is going to be I don't know who's Guardiola's got. Jesus Christ, it's quite a bit of a runway. So he's now forming the.
Look at that!
The
high
runner.
fives.
No.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
They miss Arteta today, people. They miss Arteta since Arteta's gone. Man City at the same team.
Yeah,
watch.
Look they're all coming out now. They're all in trainers. Zinchenko, Laporte, Mendy, Cancelo.
Champions.
You know, look at Foden, Jesus. I mean, what a team! And you know what? I didn't expect them to do it. They're all now coming out, getting the medals. Aguero, bloody, don't you love him?
Oh, Aguero's Claude.
And he scored a couple of goals today. They're all getting their medals.
Yeah. Listen, signed off in style. This is what I'm saying, Kenny.
Yeah.
Like, people rave about Aubameyang. Look, players of that ilk.
Yeah,
that is what I'm into. That is what I'm into. I'm not off the road for Aubameyang.
You look at all their players. Look at Mahrez. He even looks big there. Aguero getting all the cuddles. I think it's his last game with Man City. But you know what's happened? Sky's coverage, because I think there's some water's gone in the cameras, so it just
Odin,
still for a bit.
Yeah, Jesus.
And the last person's cut. Ferrandinho. He is a pain in the neck.
Oh.
Ferrandinho. He is the master of tactical fouls, and that's why Man City get a lot of success. But yeah, for a millionaire footballer,
God, I forgot he's there. Nathan Ake.
Can you imagine, for a millionaire footballer like Scott Carson, right, could really do something with his teeth? You know that he's a multi-millionaire. Surely, fixed.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Right. So it looks like Steph. Yeah, it's like how many? Oh, here comes their number one goalie. He's probably who you think's the best goalie in the world, the best keeper in the Premiership? Alisson or
in the Premiership?
Yeah. It's between two keepers, isn't it?
Yeah, Alisson and Edison. Do you know what? I've got to be honest. I'll take Alisson.
Can you imagine? I
know he's had the best season, but I'll take Alisson.
Yeah, but don't you think it's extraordinary, right? That when we were growing up, Brazil were producing number 10s and the best number 9s, yet they're simply producing the best centre halves, the best DMs, and the best goalkeepers. Yet Brazil has always been known for its silky football. Yet the best of the business are in positions that you don't associate with Brazilian football. Look, Nathan Ake, he's got his medal. He's got a medal because he's got enough games. So Nathan Ake left Bournemouth, who got relegated. Bournemouth have come up. Bournemouth didn't get through the playoffs, and now look at him now. He's playing. You know what I mean? Yeah, well done to Brentford as well. Congratulations, Brentford. But they're still halfway there. Still got to beat Swansea. That's going to be a mega game at 2:00. I'm going to be next Saturday. I'm going to be all over that.
Yeah.
Playing Brentford do it. Look at Laporte. Can you imagine Eric Laporte? He's French, but he can't get in the French squad. And he's changed nationality, and he's now eligible for Spain, and he's actually been named in their squad. Can you believe that?
It's mad, isn't it?
Yeah.
David, I've got to read this before it disappears. David Contreras, thank you very much, mate, for the super chat. Really appreciate that. Don Simeone is the man for the job. Been celebrating Atletico title win since yesterday. I'm all in for Simeone to Arsenal. The guy is a winner. He's my dream manager, David. He is my dream manager. I would pay over the odds to get him. I really would. He'd shake this club up, that's for sure. But we're not ambitious enough, mate. To
can I just say something as well? Like everyone talks about a project. It's going to take time, and you kind of accept that. He's the Korean one coach you will definitely give time. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, Christ, without a doubt.
Because you think, right, he's got the experience. You saw what he's done with Atletico Madrid. He's brought them punching above their weight. They've won titles under him. They've got the Champions League finals. They've won the Europa League. Virtually at our expense. I don't see any reason why he should be thought of. If they make a decision and fit big and get rid of Arteta, maybe new ownership would look at Arteta and say, "You're not the man," and be ambitious. Maybe that's the benefits of having a new owner. Oh God, look at him, Bernardo Silva, all those guys, right? All those guys are just serial winners. Can you imagine it? If you told me about like 10 years ago that Man City would be the dominant team in Manchester and in British football and not Man United, I would have laughed at you.
But Ken, right, I said this on a previous stream as well, right? When we're talking about looking at getting certain players in, Bernardo Silva, right, was an example I gave. He was only 40 million. Do you know what I'm saying? So when I say I want top players, I'm not necessarily saying we have to spend 100 million plus. There are good players out there, right, at decent rates. Do you know what I'm saying?
You look. Do you remember when Monaco got to semi-finals of the Champions League? In 2017, they had this wicked team. They had a great coach, and they had Russian billionaires spending them, and basically the whole team got decimated. And two of the players that are at Man City getting titles now are Mendy and Bernardo Silva. You know what I mean? So it's one of those things where you look at the situation as if you make a punt, but again. No, both those players came into winning environments, and if you don't have a winning environment, and that's not just within the first team, it has to be throughout the whole club, from the coach downwards. Then they're going to be in a situation where they're not going to thrive, because there's no encouragement for thrive, and there's no leading it to getting to thrive, and that's the whole situation. So it's one of those things. Like look at this geezer. Torres. He's going to be like the main man for Spain. Like I said, he's done his bit. Remember those hat-trick he scored against Germany? Got Aguero waiting. And you've got Cole Walker, he's left Tottenham. He took the punt and left Tottenham. Look at him now. Champions League final next week. Mahrez left Leicester. A player that we thought we were going to get as well. It's all these sort of players.
Oh, Mahrez is... I love Mahrez. Do you know what? I'm looking at Aguero, and you just look at him, Ken. You think, do you know what? Again, he's one of those strikers I find a little bit underrated, in my opinion.
Oh yeah,
I
definitely.
think Aguero's very underrated.
Yeah, definitely, because you look at it. They talk about
Kane.
In
the player of the season. He's never been in the league of the season. League. So, for the best 11 of the season, team of the season. He's never. When you consider the goals he scored.
Yeah, you know what I think that is. I think the thing with all of these people, right, is that nowadays forwards are like forward. Pierre-Emerick has changed the way forwards play. In that forwards have to be like create chances. Be the assist man. Sort of person to beat 3 or 4 men and score in a net. They're not poachers anymore. Forwards like Harry Kane's not a poacher. Jamie Vardy's now not a poacher. So poachers are again. Sterling looks a bit. I look at Sterling, he's thinking, you know what? Yeah, what it's like next. He's not exactly that celebratory. Maybe because he hasn't started, but I think his teammates are coking him. He's got a smile now because his mate's got his medal. But you look at Sterling, he's left one of the biggest clubs in world football to go to Man City. Look what happens. I think Tony asked a question about declined. I don't know if you missed it. Yeah.
You've declined on the pitch regardless of the recent results. Yeah. As Arsenal, you should have better. You should be better. But does Arteta give you that? Don't buy it. Yeah.
No, he doesn't. He doesn't. You look at the situation is that everyone, when Man City was struggling, was saying, "Oh, the Arteta effect." Well, he's gone, and they're in the Champions League final, won the League Cup, should have won the FA Cup, and this guy here, Ferrandino, is now going to go and collect the Premiership title. Without in Arteta's absence. So, how much influence did he really have on a winning machine that is Man City? That machine is still going on, you know what I mean?
Do you know what? I look at Kevin De Bruyne and I just for me, he's just the most complete. I honestly think he's the best player in the world in that position. I think there's nothing he can't do, kid.
Wait.
Class.
What we need to do now is that you got to save that for one of your preview shows and save that for the Euros, because you got some big coverage. You got France, Mbappe for France. You got players like De Bruyne for Belgium. You got Torres for Spain. You got Kane for England or Rashford. You even got Kieran Tierney for Scotland. You know, it's so exciting. You know, the tournament we got, and you know, a new star. You got Croatia. You know, World Cup finalists. Bit of decline, but they're in England's group. You got so many permutations. You know, big games. Sweden. Ibrahimovic can't even get had to pull out for an injury. Yeah,
Fernandinho, what a player as well.
Exactly, you know what I mean. So I think what's happened, right, is that you know you're going to be all over those Euros. You know what I mean?
I love cool, all day long. I love the Euros.
Well,
so, we're going to be covering.
And I have to say it, and I'm going to be cruel when I say it. It goes on when England are, even if England are out. It'd be nice if England are there because we've got something to scream and shout about.
Yeah,
if it play, but you know, ultimately, I'll tell you one thing: if England win this tournament, then they should name a city after Gareth Southgate because we don't reckon he's a good coach. We think he's awful. But if he manages to get England to win that, which we don't think he will, but bloody hell, can you imagine that if England won the Euros?
I can't. If I'm honest, I can't
see it either. I can't see it either.
I don't rate him, Ken. I don't rate Solskjaer. You know, like people
in the club. I don't rate him either.
You agree with me, but now they're second. Oh, actually, I was. It doesn't. League position. It's like what Terry says earlier on. You know, it's not a bad season because we come seventh. You know, that's not down to our brilliance. It's because of others have slipped up and we've taken the ball. Everyone, listen, bar Man City. Everyone's had a poor season, Ken. It's a season like no other we've seen before. Well, everyone's Liverpool have had the worst season by their fans, and they finished third.
Yeah, I think what's happened, right, is that if you look at the situation, right, is if you look at the season on a whole, Man City will look at that and think, right, we've won the league, but we got 86 points. So in terms of their standards, they set when they won the league in 2018, 100 points, won the league again in 2019, 97 points. That's a massive gap. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. Max Onley is talking about Nuno Espirito Santo. Would he go to Tottenham?
I did think that, Ken. I'm not going to lie. When I heard
you would think that.
It was, yeah.
And the thing that's so scary about it, the thing that is so scary about it is that, when the Poch, left Southampton and go to Tottenham, you just knew from the way he carried himself that, they might do something. And I think if they give this guy the right investment, we have to watch out because I think with Wolves there's only so far you can go, but with a club like Tottenham, it were bigger than Wolves, and with the players they've got at disposal and the players they can attract, God help us, you could see a situation which scares me, really scares me, where they could compete. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think Spurs are just a top manager away from really leaving us behind. I really do. If they get that manager recruitment right, oh my God! Because I'll tell you something now. Like for years, we've always dismissed Spurs. What we didn't realise is that slowly and quietly they're creeping up. But we're the Arsenal; they can't catch us. Yeah. So because we've sort of mocked them a lot and just taken our eye off them, before you know it, years later we've turned around and we've just seen them go past us.
Yeah. And I think the thing about it is that we've been in a situation where we just haven't taken them seriously. We hold them to the fact that even though they finish above us, they don't win trophies, but they come pretty close. I mean, you think about the games, the big games, semi-finals and finals that they've lost. They've lost against really good teams. They lost against Liverpool in the Champions League final. They lost against Man City in the League Cup final just recently. They lost in the League Cup final against Chelsea. Semi-finals in the FA they've been in twice against Chelsea, one in the League Cup, one in the FA Cup, and against Man United as well. So in that respect, they're probably, they've lost to really, really good teams under the Poch in terms of and basically what happens is that as good as Spurs, a team as Spurs, the team they're playing are actually got match winners as well, and that's probably why they've been a bit short. But again, whoever takes over from Tottenham, as you just mentioned, have to look at the defence But in terms of
Yeah.
Arsenal right now, is that their standards and they're right before your eyes. Really, really have to start well next season, whoever's in charge, and we really have to recruit properly. And then whoever's in charge is going to have us pre-season. I suggest they make really good use of it. Good use of it, because I'll tell you one thing: pre-season is going to be very important because it's going to lead us into what's happening next season, and we have to accept that we can't be complacent because Spurs are going to be strong next season, and Man City goes without saying, Liverpool, and then you've got the situation with Man United could be strong as well, Chelsea as well, and then West Ham as well. You've got don't discount them because they've got a clear playing style. So really and truly, we can't be complacent at all. And that's the whole thing about the Premiership. Leicester as well. We haven't even thought about them. Just think last day twice they've lost out of Champions League football on the last day.
I don't get that. Summers always at the dominoes. But
But you know why that's happened is because their home form this season have lost 9 games this season at home. That's you lose 9. Your home should be a fortress. If Leicester made the King Power fortress, they would have been challenged for the title, let alone top 4.
Yeah.
But just with that poor home form, they actually nearly managed it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. They played so much better away, didn't they? They picked up a lot more points away from home than what they did at home. Saying that, Ken, I would take Brendan Rodgers in a heartbeat.
Well, definitely, we all will because Brendan Rodgers is, in my opinion, is a great coach, and he's.
I think he'd be a right good fit. He would definitely be a right good fit at Arsenal. I really do.
One thing you've got to remember with Brendan Rodgers that he's got a lot of things going. He's got good young players coming through. He's got a good director of football, good scouts. Plus he's got an owner who basically, and I say basically, supports him through thick and thin. So for me, he's got the right environment to thrive. Now, Arsenal, I don't think there's a right environment for a manager like Brendan Rodgers to thrive because I see I say it's a great respect. There's a lot of bullshit at the club, a lot of bullshit, and that's not just from the pundits and the fans. It's from the maybe players within. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's a lot of cultures. And the thing about Ben Rodgers as well, he's going to need the support from the ball because at the moment, if you look at football nowadays, the tail wags the dog. Players are too powerful, and they got, especially when they haven't won fuck all or won big trophies. Yet they got the cheek to try and get a manager out of their job. That is what decent managers have to contend with. You know what I mean?
Yeah, so that's the thing, isn't it? But I just think, Ken, I generally think, right, that there is enough quality here for the right man to come in. Don't get me wrong. We listen. I'm all about clearing the decks, right? In the summer, I'm more interested in who we sell rather than who we get in. That's what I'm more interested in because I just want this whole lack of this loser mentality to go. Right? I know that starts at the top. The way I look at it, let's focus on what we can affect rather than what we know we can't. I'm one of them. It's just like, let's be real. They're not going anywhere, the Cronkies.
Not so.
But we have spent money. But we spent it poorly. Do you know what I mean? So stop working off that stat DNA, right? Go back to proper scouting, Ken. You know what I'm saying? And, let's get...
you see the thing.
We could spend 50 million, right, and get right players. It doesn't necessarily have to be 200, 300, 400 million. Do you know what I mean?
You know what? I agree with you, but the situation, the worrying situation is that we're actually doing what the Cronks do. Steve Boulder's lost his job, and they got rid of the physio, and there's been a culling in areas. So people, but the situation is that they're doing it because obviously we haven't got the European money coming in. So again, it's decisions, and with the fact that we, in terms of our revenue, in terms of sponsorship and prize money for being in the Champions League, that's when we have to be even more careful how we spend the money and be more vigilant in who we employ, i.e. getting the best people employed. And that's why the Cronkies have got their work cut out, and they really need to butt their ideas up, because at the end of the day, you know, if you get it right off the field, I promise you, we will thrive as a football club.
Yeah, I agree with that.
You cannot be successful if you're doing the right things. Leicester, I was speaking to my wife, right? She's a Leicester City fan. The first thing I said to her, I said, what would you rather have, the Champions League or the FA Cup? She said FA Cup. She's never seen a team win the FA Cup. She wants the FA Cup. And she could say that with strength because she's seen the team win the league 5 years ago.
Yeah.
But she will be happy because of the fact that they're challenging for the top four, not getting there, but they're challenging for, and they're a serious team who can beat anyone in their day, and they could definitely go to a big team and not feel disgraced and win.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. I think we both said it when we was watching Leicester. We both said, look, we're jealous. We're seeing a team that are together. We're seeing Schmeichel, grabbing the chairman, saying, "Listen, you're as much part of this as what we are. Come over here, join us." The celebration, mate. All those things. I see a team there that is so together, Ken, tight knit together, and it shows. The league position, it shows in results. You know what I mean? Everything. He wanted players, he got players. He come out and said, I need more strength in numbers. He got it. I look at our club, I see a massive, massive disconnect with the owners, with the fans, with the manager, the players even. At times I see the strangers out there, Ken.
Yeah, but you look at the players, right? You look at how happy they are. The pressure's off, the shackles off, and they play the football, and that counts for the manager. The manager's under pressure. After we lose against VRL, the pressure's off, and we start playing proper football. Dare I say it? But again, it's all to no avail, and that's the thing that's always going to be concerning and very, very worrying, is the fact of how we've gone this season. But you know what, Diesel? Arsenal, we are going to be talking about this for a long, long time until Arsenal get back to the best and get back
exactly.
And I think that's the thing of Arsenal fans, is that until we get back to the Vieira, the days of Vieira, Petit, Henry, Perez, Ashley Cole, we're never going to be in this situation, because simple reason is that those are the standards that we have to meet. Nothing else would do. Even we got to the top four every year, but we wanted the football we were getting under Petit, Vieira, and basically challenge for titles and winning titles. So again, it's the same sort of thing where, once again, the only way, as you always say, is challenging. The top four is just a start, but we have to move up from there. But we can't even do the minimum, which is the top four, which is very concerning for the football club. That's just the minimum, and we can't. We're light years away from the minimum. That's what scares me.
I think we're finished, Ken. I really do. Every time someone asks me, I just look at what's going on at the club. The fact that this man is still here, the fact that being beaten and embarrassed the way he was by the man he came in to replace. For me, how we're still holding on to this man. You could give him 200 million in the summer, Ken. He can go out and get players he wants. For me, that's not going to fix it. That's not going to. He just needs players, and that's it. He can't work with what he's got here. He's not tactically astute. He's been outsmarted by most managers in the season. I'm not knocking him. In years to come, he may prove to be a good manager. I don't want him doing his work experience here.
Exactly.
We're not
exactly.
It would make more sense him taking over from Pep at Man City, a team that's already well drilled, well oiled. All he's got to do really is come in. It's more of a smoother transition to come to a club like us. Well, blimey, this would be a job enough for Pep, let alone him. Yeah. Do you know what I'm saying?
I said you couldn't be even more right. It's like, and that's just the situation. But as I said before, it was a how do I say it? It was, like the words your employers use, like something off the cuff. It was like out the box. It was an out of the box appointment. something they thought was interesting. They thought, you know what, let's just give this chance. And maybe he got sold on the fact, and he maybe realised, the club's in transition, but give me time. I could just make improvements every season. I suppose the club bought into that, especially, when Arsene Wenger left. The buzzwords was transition, and and unfortunately that didn't extend to Unai Emery, but that's definitely extended to Arteta, and maybe that's what the club want to do. They've already pulled the trigger on Unai and said, right, we're not going to keep on doing this. We're going to give this guy time, but you have to see some sort of progress, and we haven't seen that under Arteta. In fact, we've seen a lot of turmoil where fans have tapped out and said, no, enough's enough. You know what I mean? Anyway,
exactly.
I've got to love you and leave you, but
Kenny, always a pleasure, man.
I've got to ask you a question, but I'm going to have to ask you it off screen. I get a feeling that if once I leave, you're still going to be on the stream.
Nah, as soon as you go, mate, I'm wrapping up. So,
all right, wrap up there, Les.
All right, guys, listen. I'm going to go because I am starving, and I'm sure Kenny is as well. Listen, last game of the season, yes, we won, but let's be honest, it's been papering over the cracks, shall we say, from a very, very poor season. But listen, we're going to be back. We're doing streams every single day. So, stay tuned. Please smash the likes, share, subscribe. Word of mouth. Tell everybody about it. Let's get us out there. Let's get the channel up and running. And we shall see you very, very soon. We're doing a member stream, and that is a promise. I promise you now, Monday or Tuesday, we are doing a member stream, right? I promise you that. We're going to talk about the game today and obviously the season as a whole. It'd be nice to see some of the members come in. Nice to put a face to the names. Other than that, guys, love yous all. Big up from me. Lovely to Kenny for coming on. Big up to Chig as well for coming on earlier on. And love yous all. See you very, very soon. Tomorrow, probably a stream.